reaching out for more. Sure that I'm not sure. I know when I don't know it, so I listen for my inner voice. Carry the winds, drown out the rain, but will it make sense without the pain? Will color me blue, then tickle me pink. Who knew that at the brink of the end, life could begin? Treasure buried deeper with each loss, so filled with grief and catastrophic thoughts, insecurity, distorted flaws. It all gets heavy, sinking under all the cost. Sure that I'm not sure. I know when I don't know it, so I listen for that inner voice. It carries the wind, drowns out the rain, but will it make sense without the pain? Will color me blue, tickle me pink. Who knew that at the brink of daydream with me, let your mind explore all the things we were created for. Possibilities, an open door that keeps us reaching out for more. Sure that I'm not sure. I know when I don't know it, so I listen for my inner voice. Carry the winds, drown out the rain, but will it make sense
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Evelyn. I'm here to introduce you to a new level of entertainment. The stars have aligned, connecting Brooklyn, New York, Sacramento, California, and Atlanta, Georgia. The team. Introducing Flatbush, Brooklyn's finest, the boss, Chef Choupino. Hailing from Sacramento, California, is Andrea Lynch. From the dirty South Atlanta, Georgia, is your boy, Victor Freeze Music, or just Vic.
Club phone jump, it's the weekend. Dream come true with the big friends. Hitting on doors, that's the defense. Rolling with all, that's the offense. Hit me, change you, let me preach it. With a bull shaking to my maybe drop bands. Today on buy, and I say, today on buy, you the kid play, baby, tell me what you want. Julian, well, I know you need fun. Ever since remember that we been knocking at the door. Y'all been moving paper, we be running up the school. Y'all before that pill that we was sleeping on the floor. West side Africa, you know the shit ain't cool. I don't care what they say. We don't care. Driving all night long. I don't care what they say. We don't care.
Pop it, baby. Come roll with me. As times relax, my mind's relaxed. I got now from who got next. Here's my number, just send a text. You got a man and she responds, nah. Okay, sure enough. I'ma let you go, don't wanna hold you up. I'ma call your phone when I put it up. Whoever let you go must be dumb as fuck. Wait for. Girl, you so fine, I'll pay for. Fly you first class to the lake for. Body so blessed, I pray for. Body so blessed, I pray for. Because I don't care what you say.
I don't care what they say. We don't care. Driving all night long. I don't care what they say. We don't care. Driving all night long.
My nigga, I killed it. Night long. This the part where you get your girl, nigga. Make sure she focus, nigga. Make sure you focus, nigga. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, hit it.
I don't care what they say. We don't care. Driving all night long. I don't care what they say. We don't care. Driving all night long. I don't care what they say. We don't care. Driving all night long. I don't care what they say. We don't care.
That's a hit for your ass, nigga. Hit for your ass, nigga. Profit.
What up? What up? What up? What up? YouTube, what's going on? Can you hear me? It's your boy. It's your boy. Let me get this stupid clock off. What's up, y'all? How you feeling tonight? Welcome, welcome, welcome to another session of intellectual debauchery. Truth and Balance Live with Andrea and Chef. Folks, before we continue, can I get a one? Can I get a one in the chat if I sound crispy? Please, let me get a one in the chat if I sound crispy. All right. Andrea just gave me that one. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Sweat check. Booger check. Clear. All clear. So we here tonight, y'all. Good to see you. So let me start wasting time now. There she goes.
Okay, now if you hear a fan, your girl's having a high flash. Okay, I'm a particular woman in the age. I'm in the age group down in the 40s.
Ain't got nothing to do with you, family. Ain't got nothing to do with you. I have that effect on the ladies, so don't even worry about that. All right. So it ain't you. You know how they say it ain't you. It's me. All right. Yeah, I'm on my conceited shit tonight. What you call it? The light skin special.
A hot flash. Is it you? Is it you or is it me?
Nah, listen. What you call it? You see where we at. All right, let me switch you over here. Bang, bang. There we go. There we go. Tonight is an interesting night, y'all. Peace, love, and light to everybody from the garden who joined through. Thank you for coming through for another night of the Truth and Balance show. Normally on Saturdays, we don't do Truth and Balance. You know, we have a schedule. Normally Saturday is the team. Mm-hmm. But of course, my bro Vic is actually, you know, his family's doing a really big family reunion event all weekend. So he's with the fam right now. He's with the blood fam right now. We the YouTube fam and, you know, life fam, but the blood, he's with the blood right now. So tomorrow when I do One Chef, Two Cups, I should have some clips from him. I told him to make sure he sends me some clips. I love family reunions. Real talk. It doesn't matter what race. You know, it's something beautiful about seeing family come together. Yep. Almost seeing a nucleus reassemble. You know, so sometimes I might be the one that would just sit there and just watch everybody vibe out and love on each other and the folks that ain't see each other. You know, so it's almost like a movie to me. So I like those. So Vic, you better send me them clips, man. Real talk.
Shout out to our teammate Victor Freeze. We love you. We miss you. But have a good time with your family. And I'm on baby watch right now.
Yes, y'all. Andrea's pregnant, and I want y'all to know. You know what I mean? It was. They said it was immaculate conception. You know what I mean? I think it's because she's for the streets, but the jury's out on that.
I might be for the streets, but I am not pregnant. These two are all tied up. I'm waiting on my grandbaby to come, so I'm on baby watch. My daughter is on is gonna have a baby. Okay, so we on baby watch. Okay.
Yep, Veronica's in the hospital already, y'all. Mm-hmm. And you know they hit her with the P. They pushing P. What I mean by pushing P, if y'all know about what's needed for dilation, they pushing Pitocin. So if you ladies know what that is, Pitocin. She pushing P's. So for those of you who don't know, before we show love, for those of you who do not know, Pitocin is actually it's something that's given to women. It initially was used on farms where for horses, sometimes it's very hard for them to give birth. So Pitocin was something that was initially used on horses to allow them to vaginally dilate, you know, to make it easier for the child to come through the womb. So Pitocin is what they use on humans now as well. All right, enough of that lesson. How are you, Miss Lady? Outside of that, you anxious? You nervous?
I can't wait to meet him. I want to see what he looks like. Who would he favor? Is it mama? Is it daddy? Is it me, grandma? But I don't want to be called grandma. I'm gonna be called just Andrea.
I'm just saying I'm just saying this now. I ain't trying to start no mess, but if he come out looking Chinese, Veronica got some explaining to do. But we got to do that shit on this channel.
Okay. Oh no, no,
peace to
Veronica,
peace to Veronica, aka Young Boss Lady. She move and talk like a boss. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, she do.
So
everybody.
So let's send some love out to our oh, before we do that, yo, I don't even think you noticed something. You inspired something. I'm gonna do just a little, about 10 seconds. 10 seconds. All right. And let's see if you able to figure it out. You actually did this. Hold on. We're gonna do 10 seconds.
Daydream with me, let your mind explore. All the things we were created for.
Is that Keesis?
Yes, it is.
I love Keesis. I love her. Oh my God.
Yeah, yo, you put me onto it. You had talked about it, and I was trying to find something to flow. You know, to flow. Normally, if y'all see the TikToks that I do, the TikTok intros to promote the shows coming up, you know, I put some thought into it in terms of the music that I choose, the images that I use to make them contiguous and congruent to some of the message. But today, you know, it just said Truth and Balance Live. So I wanted to vibe. And Andrea had put me on to a young lady named King Sis, King. Next word, Sis, SIS. And she's dope. She's dope. I'll give you that, man. I'll give you that.
You know what? And ever since I met you, I used to love music, and I still love music. Don't get me wrong. But my taste for music, when we do these shows, I'm so in awe of how you put the music together with the show. And I'm like, I just like I'm inspired by music now more than I ever have. I love music, I do, but just how you do the shows, you inspire me with the music. So I think you have woken my music sense up again. You know, I still don't watch that. I still don't like that new school stuff music, but I'm still from the old school music. And
with the new school stuff, it's gonna hit at some point, but you just have to find that right artist that's gonna be your segue into liking and understanding. A lot of times it comes from fusion, you know, from the artist doing something fusion, where you start to feel them a little bit, you know. But yo, King Sis is dope. The name of that song is called Begin Again, and in parentheses, Inner Voice. So you know, right. So now when you think about
the music man is music man, I'll turn the music man on to some stuff.
Look at you feel proud, don't you? Listen, what I'm saying though,
I do. Yes, I do.
Remember the conversation, right?
Yeah.
The song is talking about beginning again and then listening to your inner voice, right? Mm-hmm. So remember, in terms of the conversations we had about you and then the things that you've been starting and all of that stuff, and then listening to the inner voice, that's what's driving it. So in terms of the song, you have her music, but that actually plays into what you're doing. I like figuring out music and finding music that kind of rides with the way I'm vibing or feeling, you know?
1 minute.
Uh-oh. You know, she's on baby watch. She's on baby watch, y'all. So at any moment, what happened?
Was the kids, okay? And they was in my line. I could hear them in my ear.
Okay. Don't play, you know, don't play with our nerves now. But yo, so let's start sending some love out to the folks.
Yeah, I see we got some people in the house, okay?
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about them. I mean, not talk about them, but we're gonna talk to them. All right. Mika Marcel, A1 Day One. What up? What up? What up? Sending love to Andrea. Hey, Blizito. My guy. Miss Coco Box. Whoa, excuse me.
Hey, Coco, how you
Oh,
doing?
wait, I called her Coco Box. Sorry, Coco BX. I'm assuming because I'm from BK, so I'm assuming Coco BX is from the Bronx. Let me know if I'm wrong, Coco. Regardless, wherever you from, welcome through. Thanks for coming in. Grab your seat. It's yours. All right. And you look like you don't play no games from that avatar. All right. Yes. Mickey Red. Oh man, yo. I gotta put that video up when you and Vic were cutting the rug, man. You're dope as hell, yo. She's creative and fun to be around. Who else we got? All right. E Blizzy sending us greetings. Aha, Miss Deb, one of our veterans from the channel. What's going on? What's up? I see you, Dawn, the other A1 Day One. We're still missing one A1 Day One. She's gonna be here soon. I know she is. What's going on, Miss Coco Box? Coco BX. I know nothing about your box. So Coco BX. Yeah, I'm so inappropriate. What's up, Todd? I see you. I see you. I see you. Hey, blissful, peaceful song. Salute. Yes, Marcus, my guy. Thank you for your service. You know, it's special, weird kind of people, strong kind of people that, you know, choose to do what they do to keep us safe. So he has the perfect blend of strong and weird that we that we need. My guy. He's a tender troll. Sometimes he comes in trolling, but then he always comes and show you love. He's like the Sour Patch Kids commercial where he cut your hair off, make you bald, and then hug you after. Peace, peace, peace. All right. Oh, peace and blessings, my sister, Victorious Shay.
Yes.
Awesome person. Awesome person. Awesome person.
You guys should go
find
check
other
out
words. Awesome
this
person.
video.
And please go and check out Foster Care, the movie, which was the biopic that we created, the interview-based biopic that we created, Andrea and I, with Victorious Shay, where she shared the movie of her life. It was awesome. It's one of my most viewed as well. So check it out.
We got us 2.1K views. What? Victoria Shay had a powerful story.
Yeah. Powerful story. Powerful story.
That was one of my proudest moments to do an interview with somebody.
Mm-hmm. Knowledge and relationships. That looks like M3Z. Super Mario. My guy, what's up? What's up? All right. Who else we got? Let's keep it going. Anybody else? Hey, the beach is better a beachy. Hey, what's going on? Thanks for the love thanks for the love in the comments. I appreciate you. Thank you. My man, to Nick Anthony, my guy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Who else is left? Coco PX, beach is better. Knowledge and relationships. Yes. Yes. He said, congratulations for you and your daughter, Andrea. All right. And beach is better. Beachy, I'm going to call you Beachy. And causes horrific labor pains. I had to be induced twice. So I think she was talking about Pitocin. Yes, it hurts. They gave me that to induce me earlier, my oldest daughter, 17 years ago, because I developed toxemia, edema, and my blood pressure would not regulate. Understood. Okay. Yeah, we're still talking about Pitocin. Indigo Key Oracle. What is going on? Good to see you again.
How you doing?
Look at that, Andrea. We bringing everybody out.
Oh God, no, he ain't did get to show up when he wants to.
That's right, yo. Look, I like when he come through. He like bro man from the first floor. Okay. My God, Derek C. Williams. It's always a blast when you come through, man. You know what I'm saying? And when things are going smooth, you just know that special way to trigger Andrea, man. So you, I love bringing you up, family. I have a feeling you're gonna ask for the link when I do reveal what we're doing today. The unambiguous Andrea Lynch. I know he been using
What
those
does
big
that
words.
mean?
I'll
What does
tell you.
that
I'll
mean?
tell you. I'll tell
I
you.
don't know what that means.
Watch this. Listen.
Mm-hmm.
When something is ambiguous,
Yes.
that means you can't really tell what it is. When something's ambiguous, you kind of can't tell it from the other thing. Him stating that you are unambiguous, that means they know you when they see you. You ain't the same as everybody else.
Oh, is
You
that what
ain't
that
gonna be
is?
able to,
That
right?
is
I mean, you're unique.
What that is?
Yes, he's calling you unique. When he called you
okay.
ubiquitous, that means that you everywhere. You
Oh,
know?
mhm.
Yeah, man. Listen, you always gotta kick it with them dudes that use the new words on you and you know want to help you get better. You don't want a dude that's gonna keep you in the same intellectual box. You know what I mean? You gotta appreciate people like that, because there's some folks that'll just let you keep saying the same wrong shit over and over again and won't say anything about you and allow you to take it out into the ecosystem, you know? So he's a good dude, man. My guy. Let's keep it going. Our girl, Sophia, just a splash. Thank you for coming through. I hope all is well. Yeah,
Hey,
man.
yeah, how you doing?
Yeah. So let's talk this talk, girl.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of different things that have gone on, that have been going on in the news and all of that. Let's address some of them. Let me make sure I get this.
Are you sure you ready for my answer? Are you sure you ready to have this conversation? Because you know I'm a little different than everybody else.
Oh, that's what Derek was telling you. If it wouldn't, Miss Coco BX, if it ain't good stuff, then it's all lies. and if she told you good stuff, that means she ain't tell you strong enough. Right? So you sound like you ready to argue.
I'm ready to argue. I don't know what the show is. I'm in the surprise of an unknown with you. You know, sometimes I know and sometimes I don't. Today is I don't know what's going on. Only Chef ruled this channel today.
Okay. So we're gonna do a little current events.
Okay.
So anybody been hearing about what went on at Spirit Airlines at DFW? You know, there was an interesting encounter that took place over there, and I wanna share it with you guys. All right. So a Spirit Airlines agent has been suspended following a physical altercation with a female passenger who directed slurs at him at Dallas Fort Worth on Thursday. And you know, it was captured on video by another passenger. This thing is already, and this is Saturday. This is Saturday. Over 10 million views. You know, it was a crazy altercation, and I want to talk about it. I want to talk about it, and I want to get some opinions from folks about it. All right.
But a side note, why everything always happened at Dallas? I'm just asking some questions there.
Well, it's funny you say that. I would, normally everything happens in Florida, right? Normally everything happens in Florida. You know, they even talk about Florida Man and all of that. But Dallas Airport is a pretty busy airport. You know, normally stuff will happen at the biggest airports. Stuff happens at LAX. Stuff happens at DFW. Stuff happens, a hell of a lot of stuff happens at Atlanta, Hartsfield, Jackson, which is the biggest and busiest airport in the world, right? So, you know, JFK in New York. So stuff happens, especially with the big cities or the major hubs. it's going to happen a lot of times. There's a certain anxiety that people have when they're getting on planes and going on the plane that kind of makes them crazy as well. But let's play this thing here and let's see what you guys think.
Chef, before you play that, can you pull up Coco's comment real quick? I want you to read that before you play it.
Okay. That one?
Yes.
So
you got a story.
We got to talk, girl. You know, we got to talk. If I knew you earlier, we didn't talk, you know, but I don't, you know, it's not about exploiting. I definitely want there to be a positive message. You get what I'm saying? So we're gonna talk and work this thing out, all right? But I appreciate you for sharing 100%. Mr. He said, my dude Sean, what's good? What's good? What's good? All right, so let's play this thing.
You haven't lost your mind. Don't touch me ever in your life. You touch me first, and then you got in my face. Don't ever invade my personal space. Get out of my face! No, I'm not. I'm here. Here. I'm here. You're touching me again. Touching me again. You're touching me again.
It's all on purpose.
It surely is.
You touched me.
It surely, but you in my personal space. You're in my personal space. You're in my personal space. Stay out of my personal space. You said she's touching me. She's touching me. And I'm telling you, don't put she can't put her hands.
Okay, stop it! Hey!
Now, don't you ever put your hands on me. No, get everybody back off of me. This bitch
fight the woman, man.
This bitch
No, watch out, man. You ain't gonna fight the woman, bro. You're not gonna fight that woman.
You got the wrong person.
Don't fight that woman, bro.
You got the wrong put my hands
I don't know. You're gonna fight.
Hey, relax.
You don't fight no woman.
Relax.
I fight whoever.
Take a deep breath.
Put your hands on me. I fight whoever.
Put your hands.
I'll fight whoever. I'll fight whoever. Knock your bitch
Just
ass.
relax.
Knock me out.
It's okay.
Knock me out. You saw what she did.
It's all right.
You haven't lost your mind. Don't touch me ever in your life. You touch me first, and then you got in my face. Don't ever invade my personal space.
Get out of my face!
No, I'm not. I'm here. Here.
I'm
here. You're touching me again.
Woo. Jenny Morena, 6913. Yo, what I do? She chest checked him, she said. She chest checked him. Oh, damn. Sorry. So, talk to me.
Now, I don't condone. Let me put a disclaimer out here right now. Let me help everybody right now. I don't condone domestic violence with anything. But let me say something right now. We're people and we're humans too. Okay. Was she over the top? Hell yeah, she was over the top. Did she put his hands on her? He asking her to get out of his personal space. Whew, I'm in a crossroad with this one. And I know I might get some pushback. But check this out. It ain't right. And I know it's wrong. But at the same time is keep your hands to yourself. Because look, you don't know what nobody going through. You don't know what kind of mind state anybody is in. Okay, we in a crucial time in the country. We got monkeypox. We got all this stuff going on. People on high alert, and they toleration is not as high. It's making us mad. So just keep your distance. Me keeping my distance. Don't be getting nobody's face yelling at them. I don't know how they're gonna react, and you can't tell nobody how to react. You don't want nobody to touch you. You need to stay out people's personal space. Period. Now, was it right that he put his hands on her? No. Was it right when he go after her? But I can't.
So
what's he supposed to do?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What's he supposed to do? He in a catch. He in a no-win situation at the end of the day.
So before I give my answer,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just put that up there.
Yes, I changed my hair, Derek.
All right. So hold on. See, you didn't even have to go and cop to it. I was gonna tell him it was God's doing. You know how they have immaculate conception. I was gonna tell him that it was immaculate color correction, and that was the Lord's doing. But you already went and cop to it. I tell you, you went in the last 2 minutes on that show, First 48, because you would go and give up the goods without them even bringing you the Coke and the sandwich. But yo, so let's talk.
Yes.
In terms of the concepts that you stated, I agree with them.
Mm-hmm.
But as I watched it, and I watched it again, and then watched it again, what I did was put myself in the place of each of those people, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was involved. And that's one of the ways that I try and see, and I try to use as much objectivity as possible. So I put myself into the box of both of those people, into their shoes.
Mm-hmm.
So when I put myself into his shoes, I understood that, yes, there's a fight that I'm having, or an altercation, or a disagreement that I'm having with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
But I have something extremely important to protect, because that disagreement is taking place within the duties of my job. So that's the thing you protect. So whenever you're somebody that's protecting something, when you're in fighting, you're protecting another person, you're protecting a secret, you're protecting someone else's information. It's like holding a baby and trying to fight while you're holding a baby, because you're protecting this thing. I wouldn't have moved the way that he moved. If I was not in imminent danger and I was doing my job,
Mm-hmm.
I would not move the way that he moved. Now, watch this. At some point, if somebody strikes me,
Mm-hmm.
when I'm performing my job function,
Mm-hmm.
the liability remains on the company that I work for. So I'll be okay. The thing is my honor, right?
Mm-hmm.
My ego.
Yes.
A lot of times it's ego and pride that people disguise as honor.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be the thing that's going to force me to want to respond. But I have to put that to the side because I'm doing a job. There's a lot of people that can easily kick people's ass, but when they're doing their job as a server, as a butler, as a doorman, they have to act accordingly. They can't be that lion that they are on the streets, because they have to submit or acquiesce to the job. So I couldn't feel him in certain situations.
Mm-hmm.
He should never have been struck. Let's say that.
Yes.
Now, let's talk about the other piece. I put myself in her shoes. And when I did, I noticed something really wild. I realized that I probably would have attempted to knock dude out. I definitely, I ain't gonna lie, would have already been just eyeing the sweet spot on his chin. If dudes understand boxing, that's the switch.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would have been eyeing for. Because guess what? Did you notice? He was advancing on her. He said, "Get out of my personal space," as he was moving forward.
Yes.
He was literally titty to titty with this lady. Okay?
True.
He was pushing on her chest. He was advancing on her. At some point, you notice she became agitated. He was angry and his ego was bruised. That's one thing. She was angry. And the fact that he continued advancing, it was antagonistic.
Yes, it was.
If I don't like you, I want to say some other words. If I don't F with you, if I don't rock with you, if I don't like you and I feel that you're a threat, my circle closes further. A friend would be able to get in 6 feet.
Yes, he
You
should
might get 9 to 12. You might get 9 to 12. I'm not Chris Rock. I'm not going to be like, what just happened? Somebody just slapped the ish out of me. No. So.
Well, personally, I would have called for some help. I would have called for some help. You know,
if I was to help as if you were who? The man or the woman?
The man, because you are the man and you are stronger than the woman. I would have called for some help as another woman and another woman employee. I wouldn't even. At the first engagement, when she wasn't paying attention or listening, he telling her get out of his space, I would just call security for some woman to help me. I wouldn't even engage her no more. Period.com.
Yeah. There's in the company that I work for, the frontline employees, when they deal with customers and the customer is done with them, what they do is they escalate. It's called an escalation.
Mm-hmm.
They tell you, F you, I don't want to talk to you. Give me somebody else or give me a boss. At that point, or if they hang up on that agent, the agent is not supposed to call them back because they've agitated that customer. At this point, it goes up to the next level, which would be, say, a team lead that would call back, or the manager. That's the way it works. Within management, once you understand a frontline employee has somehow negatively impacted a paying customer, then it's management's role, because they play with a different playbook. It's management's role to step in and focus on what's going on and handle the situation and take it out of their hands. You said that you would have called for help.
Yes.
He chose not to.
Yes, I did. Because what I learned when I was 16 years old, I worked in retail, and I had an African-American woman manager. She was high up in the company. But what she always told her and us, that her employees, that we went to the store, she always told us the customer was always right. It didn't matter what they did. It didn't matter. She was like, they're always right. So yeah, we had customers coming in acting fool, but she told us never to argue, never to fight. Let's call her. She told us the customer was always right. So I took that in other places when I was working in other companies. The customer is always right. And if he couldn't, they couldn't listen and didn't like something I said, I was go get my manager. So to me, he should have got somebody else, a woman who worked in the company that around, or security, a woman in security, to come and talk to her. Because, at the end of the day, he's an African-American man. He big, and she probably going to say, I'm intimidated by him. You know how people feel about that? You big, I'm intimidated by you. He's scaring me. We got Karens running around here anyway. So even a black woman could be a Karen. I'm just keeping it 100. Okay, she could be a Karen too. So I'm just being honest. And so, it's the 911. Hold on a minute, okay?
Go ahead. Woo! Remember, y'all, Andrea's on baby watch. So while she's getting that call, let's show some love to the folks. My guy AR, aka Atreus Stratusburg. What a freaking name, yo. Dope. Ted DiBiase, awesome wrestler. Mr. He says, I don't think people in today's society are capable of de-escalation. I believe they're capable. I just believe that they don't like to lean on that. There is capability, but it's utilized specifically in situations. And normally when they're scared. If someone hits me, I'm calling my wife. And my guy, AR. What else? What else do we have? Men and women should not be going back and forth with each other. I do agree. I do agree. All right. People be wanting to pop off over nothing. I've seen that a lot. A lot of, I believe, is a projection of their own pain and natural chaos.
Okay, I'm back.
Any good news?
She hanging in there. She's a couple minutes, minutes dilated. She hanging in there.
All right. Cool. But yeah, a lot of people who want to pop off. It's an ego thing.
Yes.
You feel it's not actually a protection thing. It's an ego thing.
Yeah. And you know what?
Somebody strikes you. You know when they talk about self-defense.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody strikes you and walks away,
Mm-hmm.
and then you go after them, that's not self-defense.
No, it's not.
It's revenge, technically. Just technically. I understand, folks. I understand what it is. I didn't say that if somebody hits me and run, I'm not going to go and try to exact some form.
We didn't say we were that special. Okay, we still a human. Look, somebody put their hands on me. It's the first reaction. It's like, oh, it's on. Okay, we are humans. We didn't say that. We're not humans.
So technically, that's revenge.
Yes.
Now, if the person hits you once and you see that they're winding up to hit you again, and then you start to swing, that's self-defense, because what you're doing is you're defending yourself by attempting to prevent that person to continue their assault on you. But if they've assaulted you and then began to leave your circle, that perimeter that you set for yourself of safety, and you go after them, technically it's not even mutual combat, so
but
that's something that
you know what I have a problem with, and I don't know, it seemed like to me, to be honest, the climate that we living in. Shout out to Sir Hill.
Sir Hill speaks, my bro.
That brother right there. He give me some good. He got some good content. Go subscribe to his channel, because honey, he be talking about some real stuff. Okay. But
you heard it there first. He needs that for the commercial. He could have used that for the intro. Go over there, y'all, because he be talking about some real stuff, and that ain't no good.
He talking about some real stuff over there.
And that ain't no bullshit. Okay. You can clip that one, Sir Hell. You got it, family.
Okay, but the climate that we're in, I don't know in this situation where we going in America, but it seems like America, the airline, the people are popping off more often than anything. And remember back in the day, you didn't hear that many people popping off on the airline people. It's just, I don't know, in the last years or so, people are popping off at the airport, the airline, and on the airplane. It's like riding a plane is a privilege. I know we pay to get on the airline, but it's a privilege to be on a plane to get where we going to faster than we got by the car. And I just sometimes think we're not showing respect. Okay, because your mama send you out. Your mama said, "I send you out to the schoolhouse. You represented me." Okay, and some of these adult people and Karens, I'm gonna say, we can be black and be Karens too. Okay, so I ain't discriminating.
My mama named Karen, right?
Yeah, okay. Your mama named Karen.
She named Susan.
People are popping off on the airline. People, it's like they can't get a break. Every time the air stewardesses, the people in the line, the people who help us. I'm just saying, sometimes give them grace and mercy, because they having a stressful job too. And y'all act like y'all come to the airport, you come there halfway not dressed right, you come to the airport drinking, you come to the airport high, you come to the airport just doing things that ain't appropriate. And then you want us, the airport people, to say, "Oh my God, they under pressure too." Have a little respect for one another.
Let me throw this.
When it used to be okay that you're on the airplane and you're fighting? When did that used to be okay? It wasn't. When it used to be okay that you confrontational with the airline people?
I remember back in the days. Look, I'm about to use the old man card.
Okay, well,
I remember back in the days when people used to get suited and booted, dressed up for church to go fly on the airplane.
Yes. It's like it's a level of respect. It's a level of respect. Like it's a privilege to fly, not a right.
Now you know how they had Destiny's Child at the airports. They got the new R&B group, and it consists of several thousand sisters. It's called Bonnet's Child, right?
You come to the airport with anything. You come to the airport with anything on it. It's even I have this own conversation with my 2 children. It's a place and a time for everything. And the airport is not when you wear your pajamas to the airport.
Right. Let me just say something real quick before we continue. I want to send a special shout out to Mr. Nemhard. That's wild, because I actually was watching the brother, very articulate African brother, and of course, I have an affinity for my West African people, my daughter, she's Liberian, right? So what I'm saying is this guy, he's articulate, he's smooth, and he has a great thought process. And I happened to be watching the stream the other night, and he was on it, and he was cooking. So check out Mr. Nembard. Welcome, my brother, and you got your spot here. My cousin, my blood cousin, Evan Gabriel. What's up? Still celebrating your birthday as well, cuz. Hold it down. So back to what you were saying, Andrea. I apologize. I got to show this love.
It comes to a place in the time. It's just like it's the ghetto, I call it now. We just go to the airport ghetto fabulous. I don't got no home training. It's like you ain't got no home training. My daughter said I go to the airport all dressed up. I sure do. I go to the airport looking cute. I go to the airport in my cute sweatsuit because I'm getting on the plane. But I'm not going to the airport in my bonnet and my pajamas. Just laziness.
True. I mean, I can't disagree with it.
It's just laziness. And then you want the best was the African American group. I ain't talking about nobody else. I'm black, okay? I'm black right here, and I'm always gonna be black. Y'all is ghetto, okay? Ghetto from the ghetto. You just they ain't got no home training. Going to the airport in your bonnet, in your pajamas. It's ridiculous.
Wow. You starting to sound like you chaotic truth's auntie right now.
But you know what? Chaotic truth. Sometimes me and my brother agree about things. We do agree about some things right here, okay? It's just straight ghetto. Okay, I ain't trying to tell folks how to live. I ain't trying to tell folks what's right or wrong. But where I come from, a 2-parent home, it's ghetto to my mama and daddy. Okay, and I got some of them same old school methods. It's just straight ghetto.
All right. So
you know better.
Oh, sorry.
You know better. You do better, and you know better. Your mama taught you better. But you want people to accept you for who you are. You can accept you for who you are. Get your act together. Get your act right. Show some respect. And then you wonder why they ain't respecting us. Why they feel like we doing stuff like this. Well, how you looking? I'm very particular. I got 4 kids. I'm very particular when they go to school because I got some rules. I got a list wrote down. They go to school with a new haircut. They go to school with a new pair of shoes, a new backpack, and suited and booted for the first week of school. You know why? Because it represents Andrea Lynch. I want their hair to look right. I want everybody to look good from head to toe. Because when that teacher see that child, she gonna say that mama cares about that child. That's important to her. And I'm saying, why we can't be that way all the time? Get yourself together.
Y'all heard it here first. Andrea gave you that talking to. She talking to you. She almost sound like she do it with that passion she comes with. It's almost like when your mama whooping that ass and tell you, I done told your ass, stop moving.
I'm just saying they over there. That's why I said, like a basketball player at Dallas Airport smoking weed. It's like, this what y'all do? This what we do. This what we do. It's like when black people when all black people, I'm not saying all black people do this, but we're at the airport representing us. It's you doing dumb shit. You know this ain't you know you in Dallas. This ain't California. You can't have weed like that. Don't understand the laws. You don't understand the laws. Where you at? Where you at? Come on now.
I can't argue with it. It's, the laws are the laws, and you have to surrender yourself to the laws of a specific establishment or the rules of a specific establishment. It is what it is, But I do want to concur. Hold on. Oh, he said, Evan said, that's right. Tell him, Andrea. Tell him. Let him know. Don't bring your behind to the airport if you're not dressed.
Yes.
Right. Oh, looking at me, he said, Daniel, in public, smoking ain't nothing bad about the smoking weed pot. Don't do it at the airport. Don't
at
do
the
it
airport. That's common sense. That's common sense. Use your common sense. If you're gonna get in the airport, don't be drinking. Have one drink. Don't have 2, 3, and you be drunk.
This is something. Thank you. Just as Flash said to Mr. Nembard on Michonne Denise's video, a person claiming to be the lady's cousin said the lady is like this all the time.
I am not surprised.
Miss Coco BX.
Justified.
Miss Coco BX said they only got one time. I'm not Jesus and they not Judas. It's going down. Yeah, she did that like what's his name? Toby Anigwe. He had that song, Try Jesus, Don't Try Me.
Now I understand that. I do understand that. And some folks is like, damn, my job is on. I get that too. But you got when that situation happens, you have to weigh the risk. The risk is Andrea gonna lose her job because she has some kids to feed, and we're gonna go on vacation to Walmart and Jordan to buy. So as I'm gonna probably lose my job, I might call for some help because I don't want to be fighting today. Okay, so save it for another day. If my job wasn't that important, I might be fighting. But if it's not, I got to pick up the cost. The cost is I'm gonna lose my job, and then he's on suspended right now. Ain't that employee suspended right now? That's what they say about him. Okay.
Yes, they're suspended right now. He's suspended right now. All right.
And when that video goes viral, he gonna be fired right now.
Yeah. Well, no. So now. Let's speak, because so far what you've been speaking from was from the consumer perspective.
Yes.
As a person that goes to the airport and that understands what you would and would not do. So now I want you to think about if you were him.
Yes.
You have a job.
Mm-hmm.
You have children to take care of.
Mm-hmm.
You're a foster mom and you have a 9 to 5, right? You have it, right? So what if that was your 9 to 5 and you were doing his job? How would you have responded? Because what I do believe is that when you surrender to your lower self, I'm not human. I'm not human. I'm not a robot. I'm human.
Yes.
When you surrender to your lower self in those kind of situations, you almost are surrendering your power to the other individual, because now you've put yourself within a nasty quagmire. You put yourself within quicksand. Because of the fact you're doing a job, you're already supposed to move not like a regular civilian. You're supposed to have a certain level of what's called decorum, a certain level of poise.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like the British guards that guard Buckingham Palace, with the long hats that look like Q-tips, and they sit there and they don't move. Mm-hmm. They remain stoic.
Yes.
You have a responsibility. There's rules of engagement.
Mm-hmm.
I believe he lost his cool. He lost his cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm asking you, I'm going to go off cam for a second. I'm asking you to let us know if you were within that situation or that dynamic, if you would have behaved the same way. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to play it again. All right. Mm-hmm. I should have done it on slow-mo, but I'm going to play it again. just so we can get a good idea of what we're talking about.
Okay.
Cool.
You haven't lost your mind. Don't touch me ever in your life. You touched me first, and then you got in my face. Don't ever invade my personal space.
Get out of my face!
No, I'm not. I'm here. Here.
But
I'm here. You're touching me again. Touching me again. You're touching me again.
It's all on camera.
It surely is.
You touched
It
me.
surely, but you in my
Your
personal
ugly
space.
ass.
You're in my personal
Out of my
space.
face.
You're in my personal space. Stay out of my personal space. You said she's touching me. She's touching me. And I'm telling you, don't put she can't put her hands.
Okay, stop it! Hey!
Now, don't you ever put your hands on me. No, get everybody back off of me. This bitch
You're not gonna fight that woman, man.
This bitch was
No, watch out, man. You ain't gonna fight that woman, bro. You're not gonna fight that
You
woman.
got the wrong person.
Don't fight that woman, bro.
You got the wrong put my hands
I
on
don't know. You ain't gonna fight.
Hey, relax, relax.
You ain't gonna fight no woman.
Relax.
I fight whoever.
Fight whoever.
Take a deep breath.
Put your hands on me.
I fight whoever.
Put your hands.
I fight whoever. I fight whoever.
Knock your bitch ass out.
Relax.
Knock me out. Knock me
It's
out.
okay.
Knock
It's
me out.
okay.
You saw what she did.
It's okay.
You haven't lost your mind. Don't touch me ever in your life. You touched me first, and then you got in my face. Don't ever invade my personal space.
Get out of my face!
No, I'm not. I'm here. Here.
Walking forward. He keeps walking forward. He kept walking forward.
Now, me.
He kept advancing. I'm going to go to the
it's like
chat.
he was a threat to her.
She was, at some point, you can tell that she was somehow agitated.
Yes.
At this point, once you see somebody's not in their right sorts, you have to fall back and acquiesce the situation. Not acquiesce, but assess the situation, pardon me, to figure what's going down. But obviously, if me content, he was moving forward, saying, get out of my space. He was moving forward. He was advancing on her.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I stated I tried to be as objective as possible. Oh, okay. I was finna shut the stream down. The third part of the A1 Day one is here. Peace. All right. Now we ready to keep it rocking. Quantum Love Metaphysician. If you don't know who she is, you ain't on YouTube. All right. So, look. If I was her, I would have been assessing where his switch is. That place, when I say the switch, it's a boxing term because there's a nerve that if a certain amount of vibration touches, you black out. And the switch is the place where you hit a motherfucker on the chin, where it's a knockout blow. And depending on the size and the shape of a person's face, those who understand. They call that the switch, lights out, because it's a switch, like lights out. In boxing, they call it the switch. They hit you in a certain part of the chin, it's a wrap. That's why they talk about glass jaws and iron jaws and all of that stuff. Some of the people with the glass jaws, their switch is easier to access. But anyway.
Well, to me,
I would have been one to swing. I would have, if I was her, I would have probably went and tried to piece him up.
Okay, but to me, he kept walking on her. To me, and you're supposed to be learning how to de-escalate and seize a conversation and seize a situation. So to me, he was. I don't know what happened earlier today or what happened on his job, but to me, he was walking up on her. Personally, when she was in my face, in my personal space, I would have called for help. I would have called for some help. Look, I need some help because I would have told one of my employees, y'all know I ain't rap tight. Come on now, y'all need to come help me. Okay, because I don't know what might happen. So he should have called for some help. He should have called for a manager or something. And then I wouldn't be I wouldn't be walking up on her this and making her, and he antagonizing her too. When she got in my personal space, I would have turned around and found me some help.
Okay.
Because I ain't about to, look, I ain't about the assessment of you ain't that important. Me keeping my job and me taking care of my kids is important. You a non-factor.
Bong bong. So let's see what our family, the extra panelist, aka the chat, says. I'm with you on this one, Chef. No need to escalate. Miss Coco BX said, your kids are a reflection of you. All right. Miss Deb said, I'd like to see what she did to set him off. He did escalate it. The truth hurts, Miss Coco said. Mika Marcel said, he, in my opinion, escalated the situation even further. I agree. Just Andrea need an organ playing in the background. Preach. Andrea, think about it. You remember? Ain't that funny?
Yeah.
Ain't that funny? Just wait. That's funny. Yeah, we're gonna leave that one alone. You're like a psychic, Sophia. But hey, we unlock nation. You see your avatar? You ain't notice in the intro today, I utilized the yin and yang as well. A couple iterations of it to show balance. My dude, thanks for coming through. All right. We unlock. My only question is, how do you move towards someone and say they're in your space? Exactly, Danique. That's what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
He was advancing on her.
Yes. And she thought she thought he was a threat to her. You black, you big, you a threat to me right now.
Now I disagree. With you.
Why?
He did not think she was a threat. He's making he's making like she's a threat.
Yes.
But she was no real threat because she was asking for him to get away from her, and she was moving away from him. Mm-hmm. And then as he continued into her personal space and did the chest bumps, sorry, but at some point when you're doing a chest bump with a woman, that's almost the equivalent of squeezing her tits. I'm just saying.
True.
If you choose to aggressively chest bump a woman, and you understand and you can see her buffers, and you're choosing to bump yourself into her, that's the equivalent, and could be used as the equivalent of you squeezing her ninis. Ninis.
You're so inappropriate.
No, I thought the algorithm might like ninis better than you know what I'm saying? I'm still learning this YouTube thing here. Right? He went too far. There was no threat. If we just sat and watched an onslaught of her just throwing combinations at him, and then he hit her with a knockout blow or uppercut, or a hip toster or something, that's one thing. Mm-hmm. He was advancing on her. If I was her, and I'm a man, and I was in that situation, so don't say if I was her, if I was him, Chef, mm-hmm. and he was doing what he was doing, he would not have gotten to get a chest bump. I'm not a small dude. The chest bump would not have even occurred because you're moving at me in an aggressive fashion.
Yes, yes.
I talk, I'm relaxed. I black out when it comes to certain situations involving violence. That's why I lean towards conversation and de-escalation. Mm-hmm. I've been shot, I've been stabbed. I had to knuckle up. I got jumped. I got into situations. And I don't want to be a victim. So when I get into a certain situation, I start thinking about all the outcomes, but my safety, because I have family and children to feed.
Yeah.
He was not going to be able to get, there would not have been a first chest bump.
Yeah.
He should have stayed in his place. But I don't want to just talk emotional without giving context, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let me see if anybody else says. Peace, OG Patrice, aka my August 4th Leo sister. Happy birthday. I don't say belated because once you over 50, that should last a whole month. So happy birthday month, sis. Who else we got in the spot? Mr. Nemart said, Danique Anthony, that too. As a person employed to the airport, he should have had some training on how to de-escalate heated situations.
Mm-hmm.
Mika Marcel said, I've seen men walk away when women get in their face, not walk up on her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, not the church organ. You had no idea. Come on. She walked back and he walked to her. Correct.
Correct.
Just as I said, Chef, she definitely ain't chaotic truth.
Shout out to Chaotic Troop, okay?
Man, I'm like, listen, y'all don't even know. She be at the cigar bar with Chaotic Truth. They smoking the cohibas and sipping that whiskey, and she be like, man, F them Negroes, man. I feel you, bro. They be getting on my nerves. They be on that bullshit. Yeah, she was a threat. Are you talking about the woman from the airport? Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree, Chef. Back then, if someone bothered me, I would have go 0 to 1,000. I have too much to lose now, so I move differently. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
You know who had somebody or something to lose in that situation? We unlocked, said, all you have to do is just wrestle him to the ground. That's what I do. Of course, she was totally in the wrong for hitting him.
But to her wrong, make him right. They both were wrong.
So what happens in a lot of these situations, especially when two people are heated, it no longer becomes about in the wrong or in the right. It becomes the situation and how you reacted to each of the different things that took place. It's not about totally wrong and right. She may have been wrong for the way that she addressed him earlier, right? But then his reaction was not correct. I don't mean that he was wrong for feeling, disrespected. I'm talking about his reaction as a professional.
Yes.
If I'm in a damn hospital and I start having a seizure and start kicking around and I kick a nurse, is she allowed to come and slap the shit out of me?
No.
I'm having a seizure.
Yes.
This person is on a flight. You know what? Let me shut up. We're going to give you some context right now. We're going to go to the context. That's even better. So the altercation started when she got off a plane after boarding, claiming that there was no seat for her, according to a police report. She reportedly then cut in front of a line to speak to the agent who was employed by another vendor contracted to Spirit Airlines. After the agent took her boarding pass, tempers escalated further. The footage begins with them 2 inches away from each other in a heated argument. The agent, as tensions continued, a passenger could be seen trying to intervene between the two, but to no avail, as a woman could be heard saying a racial slur to the agent before hitting him on the side of the head. The agent proceeded to chase and tackle the woman and then hit her once. Multiple people were able to come to the two before the incident escalated further. As the woman was separated from the agent, the airline employee was seen yelling, "Back up from me. This itch put her hands on me." Spirit Airlines released a statement on social media following the incident. They stated, "We are aware of this altercation. Our vendor at DFW has suspended the agent. Spirit Airlines does not tolerate violence of any kind, and we're working with local law enforcement to investigate the matter." All right. So
Okay, so number one, Spirit need to do better. Spirit is always got problems. I think folks who get on Spirit, it's something about that airline, particular airline. Folks have more problems on that airline. I don't know. Is it making you pay for your luggage? I don't know. But Southwest, American, everybody else don't have most problem as Spirit do. So it is something about Spirit that's triggering folks. I'm just asking the question: is it Spirit that don't hire the good employees? I'm just asking because it's something that triggers the people.
okay, so let's talk about it with Spirit. I'm gonna talk about it, and I'm gonna talk about it like an elitist, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Well, Mitzi, yeah, you see those Negroes over there really getting it in, That's why I only fly Delta, Mitzi. Me, you, the kids, we only fly Delta so that we don't have to deal with that negrosity that takes place at those cheaper airlines. So I gave you a win. Let me land this one, right?
Go ahead.
So those are some real conversations.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
People with money,
mm-hmm,
wealthy people,
mm-hmm,
a lot of times they'll pay for things and certain things that may cost the same amount to make as something the same amount to produce, be it a service, an item, an experience.
mm-hmm,
And sometimes they're priced like ridiculous. Like, this is bullshit. I could get the same thing over here for
mm-hmm,
20 times cheaper.
mm-hmm,
Wealthy people pay that extra premium for exclusivity.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
They pay to join those country clubs so that at the summertime they can go and the country clubs, they'll have a membership. Only members of the country club could go. And sometimes those country club memberships may be $20, $25, $50,000 a year. But when you spend 2 weeks at that country club in the summer and you bring your children, they'll be able to roam and have fun and do whatever. Y'all seen what's that movie, Dirty Dancing, right? You feel safe at the country club, or they feel safe because they understand what they call the riffraff won't be able to get in there. It's a certain level of exclusivity. So there's going to be people that fly Delta so they don't have to deal with the Bonnet crew or the Miami BBL crew coming through with the funny smells and and the gauze and the catheters coming out. That's a real thing, y'all. Yes, they got the news reports that show you all of the Bonnet crew in the airport coming from Miami, getting them BBLs. When they draining and stuff, it's not a pleasant smell. You follow? But it's a lot of it going on. There's people that don't want to deal with that. So there's people that will pay extra so they don't have to be around that. There's people that fly in first class so they don't have to be all the way in the back with other people. They want to make sure that they pay where they get the closest to the door. Exclusivity. So when you speak about Spirit now, Spirit is important because there's different tiers of different products, and Spirit provides a product that is not as cost prohibitive as others. When we say cost prohibitive, it means too expensive for other groups of people. So it's going to be charging for the luggage. Listen, Spirit has allowed a lot of people to travel that normally would not have been able to travel. Now, I've traveled with Spirit twice, right? The first experience, there was no issue. My second experience, it was an issue, and it took place during the Vegas trip, so outside of it though, so I'm 50-50 on them. But a lot of times on the Vegas trips, the homies would fly Spirit, and I'd be like, yeah, I'll meet y'all there, and I'll do Delta because I fly for my job as well. And, I get the frequent flyer miles off of Delta. So it's, you know, it's better for me. It makes more sense for me to fly Delta. But you got to have something that's cheaper, Andrea. You got to have something that's cheap. Everybody can't eat lobster. You know, the people can't afford lobster. Delta's lobster, and Spirit is tilapia.
Okay, well, I'm not saying this is Andrea Lynch. When I'm flying Southwest. You know why? I can put my 2 pairs of luggage for free because I got plenty of clothes. I need option. I'm an option girl, so I fly for Southwest because I get them 2 free luggage. Okay, that's just me. I really pay that cost because I don't know where I'm at, where I'm going. I might need a new outfit. I'm taking it with me. I don't want to be shopping while I'm on vacation, so I fly Southwest. I don't like Spirit. Okay, that's just me, and I'm not. Don't call me bougie. I'm just ready to pay the cost to be pretty. Okay, that's just me. But my friends, I flew to Vegas on Southwest, and my other friends flew to Spirit. I said, well, y'all good luck with that. But you know, I just choose when I fly, I want to be comfortable, and I don't want to be paying for no luggage. Because when I did fly to Georgia and had with the American, I had to pay $60 for my damn luggage.
I don't know what you meant. You're saying that you don't want to pay for luggage. You realize that you're paying for luggage now, right?
No, on Southwest.
On Delta, you're paying for luggage.
And I try to do Southwest the best as I can wherever I'm going. You know, that's just me. I'll pay the cost to be flying comfortable because I'm in the air. Okay, I want to be comfortable. But I'm just saying, Spirit. Sometimes it comes to a level of it's what do you call it? It's levels to this. That's what you say it is. It's levels to this. If I choose to fly Spirit, I might have some problems over there. I know it is. And it seems to me that people who are getting in fights, problems over in the airport, is Spirit people. Not the people who are doing Southwest, Delta, American Airlines. They barely have that many problems.
So, it's a question for you.
Yeah.
Because you just really brought up something that can really touch on socioeconomics. Spirit Airlines is the least cost prohibitive, which means that people who couldn't afford a $300 or $400 flight, but they can now get a $99 flight.
Then I say Spirit need to do better. Spirit need to do better is hiring good employees to de-escalate some of this stuff. And Spirit wants to keep their prices down for everybody to fly and get on a plane. I have no problem with that. But can you do better and get your stuff right? Because to me, it's on Spirit's responsibility.
Okay.
It's an equal to change. You making it affordable for people. Well, I'm happy with that. I applaud that. But can you get your employees right in line and help and de-escalate? Have some training.
I agree. That was remember that was a vendor.
You got my thinking cap. You work at AT&T, don't you? Ain't you an employee? Ain't you got your employees in line, chef? Don't you train? Don't you de-escalate? Don't y'all have them?
Why you doxing me right now?
I ain't doxing you. I'm just asking.
You hear me telling these people where I work?
Oh, bad. I'm just saying.
Yo, I'm ending this goddamn stream right now. Good night, y'all. It's not joking.
I'm just saying, don't y'all have them kind of conversations? When I work at a job, we have employee training. We have training every damn month. Too many damn trainings that I'd be like, damn, we got another training. Hey, Vic.
Big Vic, my guy.
We have a lot of trainings I have to go to. So I'm just saying, if Spirit's gonna be affordable for people to fly, can you get some good employees and good training? What's wrong with that? And what's wrong with asking that?
There's nothing wrong with asking that. Nothing at all. I'll say this. If you think as a consumer, just as a consumer, somebody and I gave the example of, say, somebody that might be wealthy, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're going to want to spend more money to get away from the regular person. That's why wealthy people charter private jets.
True.
That's why some uber wealthy people own private jets, so they don't have to mingle amongst the riffraff.
Okay.
People will look at it as socioeconomics, Andrea, where it's not the company, but the prices bring in certain class, socioeconomic class of people, because that is the airline that people who don't have bread, who are on the lower tier of the socioeconomic or earning class, will make. That's that in terms of what they can afford, rather. So
Okay.
is it that Spirit is just a shitty airline? Or is it, because someone's saying that's a good question, is it that because their prices are so low, that's what the hood can afford?
And why?
That's a question that we need to ask, because remember, in all the videos you watch,
Mm-hmm.
it's not the employees. He's not even an employee, by the way, of Spirit. They have a third-party vendor that they utilize, right?
Okay. I understand.
Normally, companies will utilize third-party vendors when their staff is stretched out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they don't even get paid. They get paid a certain amount, but the company doesn't pay their benefits and all of that. So it's it's more lucrative financial decision to mitigate workflow issues naturally, because we use in my company that you went and said, we utilize vendors as well. All right. So, Andrea, you say, if you're the person that says, shit, I don't want to, because you understand what ghetto is when we use the term, us as Black folk use the term ghetto. We understand what it means.
Yes.
The pricing that Spirit uses, their pricing strata, is the cheapest in the industry, which means that you'll have more of a chance to have a plane with people that live in an impoverished state, or an impoverished, when I say state, not the state like in the US, but within an impoverished situation. That's going to be the least cost prohibitive flight for them to take.
I understand that.
So you stated, remember, you're the person that stated, you remember when we talked about remember when we talked about that, the one when Vic and I had that heated argument about us moving to better communities?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And getting our children out of the hood. You remember that?
Mm-hmm. I sure do. Mm-hmm.
You sure do. And you thought that it was something that was extremely important, right?
Yes, it is. Mm-hmm.
Okay. People in the rich communities need food, right?
Yes.
People in the middle class communities need food, right?
Yes.
People in the impoverished communities need food, even more food, right?
Right. Yes.
Okay. So they also need Spirit.
And I have no problem with Spirit, but see, if I was running Spirit, my doggone self, Andrea Lynch running Spirit, it'll be some changes running around there. Okay, changes in the sense is, do y'all want these prices to stay this low, or do you want them to pull up and get some better prices? Then you need to act accordingly, okay, and respect.
So that's how you gonna talk to the hood?
It goes both ways.
That's how you talk to the hood? Because remember, that's who you're serving.
Yes,
remember,
I know.
You said you would move out of the hood.
I know who I'm serving.
Remember, you said you would have moved out of the hood.
Yes, I did.
Right. So what I'm stating is that once you make a certain amount of money, like some people do, they're not going to fly Spirit because they know the airline that the hood could afford, unless you're a hood hustler, is Spirit.
And I get that. And so this is where it goes hand in hand. Spirit needs me. I need Spirit. Okay, so we're gonna have to work together as a team. Okay, we both need each other. Okay, it's about money. And if you want to be on my plane, you might want to. If you don't want to be on my plane and you want to act right and have these low prices, then you're gonna be act right on my plane, or the price is gonna be up. Period. Period. If I was spirit.
So what you're saying, what you sound like you're saying is that you would be stricter.
You might get some act right. You might get some act right when they feel like them plane tickets might not be cheaper like they used to be. That's what folks do. That's what they do. If you're in business, when you don't see folks acting right and folks just don't care about your business, you price them prices up. That's business 101.
Interesting. That's interesting that you say that. Why?
Why?
You said why?
Yeah, why?
All right, I'll show you why. Hold on. Because, watch this. Mm-hmm. Our people, what you're stating is that this corporation, and I know I want you to feel your way. That's why, for the record, y'all, you understand truth and balance. This wonderful lady on the other side of the screen is extremely passionate, and she shares her truth. I know some of y'all watch and be like, God damn, I wouldn't have told these people that stuff. She's extremely honest. So even in terms of the conversations we have, I try to just throw in a little balance in there just for her to see. You know what I mean? So in this situation, Andrea, what you're stating is that you would talk to them and tell them, y'all ain't going to come and mess this thing up here. Y'all ain't going to do this. Y'all ain't going to do that. I'm going to keep y'all niggas in control. Y'all ain't going to come and mess this thing up here. You may not say it like that, but if you listen to it, here's what it sounds like. And that response that you're mentioning did not fare too well. It did not fare too well for a particular business owner that I'm familiar with. All right. So I'm going to show you.
Okay.
I could show you, but I could tell you. Right.
Okay.
Behind the building into developing this concept so Black people can have somewhere nice to go to, okay? Somewhere where we can feel good about ourselves as a, come on, stop the music, please. Somewhere where our people can feel good about ourselves as a culture, okay? No, real talk. And so all this twerking and shit, take it to crime, take it to pink, don't bring it here because we're a restaurant. And so beyond that, 75% of my customers are ladies. And I'm on men to show respect for themselves for how they carry themselves here. So how can I tell the men to respect themselves and you guys are twerking on glass here? If you want to do it, get the fuck out my restaurant. Because I did it for our people and I did it for our culture. So don't do it now. Don't do it again. I don't want to hear it. If you don't like it, get out because I don't need your money. I need to provide something for my people. And don't do it again. Thank you.
Oh man, Kevin Kelly.
I agree with everything he said.
No,
I agree with everything he said. It's his business. This is how he wants to run it. He wants it clean. He wants to be able to everybody come in here and feel safe, unharmed. Nobody feel like they're inappropriate. Nobody feel uncomfortable. It's his business. The way he want to run it, he's running it. He ain't hurt nobody. He ain't killing nobody. And he's in the nice neighborhood. So what? Get over it. That's what's wrong with us Black folks. I got to say it tonight. I'm sick and tired of being so nice. That's what's wrong with us. We can't go nowhere without no home training. It's my business. I don't want this done in my business. Get over it. Where the check at? Thank you. And goodbye for your service. Don't come back here no more.
You said goodbye for your service. Not thank you, but goodbye for your service.
Don't come back here no more. It's my business.
Oh, snap.
That's the problem. We always think we ain't owed nothing. We're not owed nothing. You in my business where I paid for the nice chairs, the nice tables. Everybody be comfortable. Why not show respect? When you go to somebody's house, what's the number one rule when you go to somebody's house, Chef? What's the number one rule when you go to somebody's house? What's the number one when your mama had taught you? Your mother had taught you the number one rule when you go to somebody's house. When you go to guest house, what they taught you? What they teach you?
Take your shoes off.
What else?
Don't take shits at new people's crib.
What else? Be respectful. To be respectful. Yes. You are the guest in somebody's house. Do we know what that is no more? Sometimes we act like we don't know what that is. We ain't got no home training. You start teaching that when you are 4 and 5 years old, when you go to guest house. When my kids go to the grocery store, I'm in the car having a conversation. Don't get in here act a fool. Because I swear when we get out of this grocery store, it's going to be on when we get home. When I go to my own daddy house, I tell my kids, don't go over here and embarrass me in front of my daddy, because I don't want to hear his mouth. That's the same way with people got businesses. Why we got to do that? And I'm telling you, keep it up. Keep it up, my people. Spirit gonna have them prices like Southwest, Delta. Come on, keep it up. Keep it up. That's what they do all the time to us. Too many more videos like that. They're gonna start having them prices a little high. And what's the hood gonna do then? Just asking some questions. Behave yourself. Get yourself together. It's a privilege, not a right to fly. When you understand that, you do better. You on mute, Chef?
Oh, I didn't say anything, yo. I want to look. You cooking right now. You cooking right now.
I'm just saying we need to get together. You know, we got these. It's like I don't know. Sometimes in America, I think we are a little spoiled. We are a little spoiled. You know, sometimes as you know, my kids' generation, my grown adult kids, they're a little spoiled. They've been given everything. You know, I see when I was growing up, I had to get a job at 16. My dad said, I ain't paying for that. That's what I'm not gonna do. You want these DoorDash jeans? You want my girlfriend's wearing them jeans? I was like, Daddy, he was like, I ain't paying for it. My mama said, I was like, Mama, can I get a job at 16? She said, you sure can. And when you get that job and you work them extra hours, you're gonna buy me a Sunday dress too. Because you're gonna be able to do your chores around here. I'm gonna have to do them. So I need a new dress for Sunday church. See, that's what you learn. You learn things like that. Everything ain't given to you. Everything must be earned. And then this is people businesses. They make money. That's the one goal, is to make money. So for a Spirit to keep them prices low and the people can afford them in the hood, won't y'all act better? Act better.
So I like what you're saying. I really like what you're saying. You know, it makes a lot of sense. One thing I do notice is when we do express those kind of feelings, the kind of pushback that we get from our own people is not a positive pushback. The pushback that we get, people get when they speak the way that you were speaking or espousing some of the thoughts that you was espoused, they would call you Coon, Uncle Tom, you know. They would tell you that you're not really for the people. What would you say to those folks?
I'm for my people. Okay, see, I had a daddy, a mother, for my people. But the one thing my daddy always said, okay, my daddy been in business almost the carpet business since I was 10, 11 years old. I'm 40 something. He about to retire this year, 73 years old. It's business and they never personal when it's business. But the black folks act like they owe something. Because in business, they always want a discount. They want something. They can't never pay a full price. I don't understand that, but that's another story. That's another story for the next day to live, okay? But the thing is, it's business. That's how they make their money. And if you want the business to be right to you and you're getting cheaper prices, behave yourself on their airline. Because what they will do, and it's a proven fact, they will pull up them prices a little higher. And you can call me Uncle Tom. You can call me whatever. I go home every night going to sleep very well. Because some of the methods that my parents have taught me, It ain't never personal. I could love my Black community and want them to do better. I could love my community and see some things going on in our community. I could love my community and say some of y'all acting ghetto. Period. And keep it 100. When we at on the phone and we at the coffee table and having them conversations with our girlfriends or our boys, what we saying is they acting ghetto, and y'all know y'all can say it. Put your hands up in the air because you know you're saying they ghetto. You might not say it on a YouTube. You might not say it in public for everybody to hear, but you're saying it around your partners, your homies, your friends, the barbershop. You all are saying it. I just choose to say it on YouTube. I'm not afraid. Call me Uncle Tom. But what's wrong? What's wrong with my people be better? What's wrong? We can be better.
I agree. So what do we, what do we do, man? It's before we move to the next segment, the question is, what do we do? I believe there's socioeconomics is a freaking thing. Socioeconomics is a thing. The Jenkins family that lives on the southwest side of Atlanta, aka called the SWATs, they're going to look at things differently than, Philip Banks, his wifey, what's her name, Vivian Banks, their son Carlton, their daughters Hillary and what was the other one, the youngest one, Ashley. Right.
Yes.
The Jenkins family from the SWATs is going to see something different than the Banks family from Bel Air.
True.
How they see things, what they would accept, what they would purchase, where they would go. It makes a major difference. And what I'm stating is it socioeconomics or is it simply effed up people?
I think it's the effed up people. I do it too. We have a Walmart and a Ross over in the hood. I don't go to it. Know why? I hate seeing shit all over the fucking floor when I go to the Walmart and Target. I go to one where it's clean and it's cute and it's nice. And what? I'll pay my gas to go on the other side of town. It don't bother me one bit. Call me Uncle Tom you want to. I don't want to go to Walmart and Ross and things are all over the floor. I hate that. It irritates me.
So look. So I'm about to drop this one. If you're here live and watching it, enjoy it because I'm gonna end up having to clip this one out. But she brought up the Ross. I think that has more to do with Ross's business model. It's not that they in the hood. I'll explain. Hold on a second.
Ben the Morrison.
Dude, Ross is just pure chaos. Ross is just chaos personified. It's chaotic inside Ross. Your life is chaotic, which is why you're at Ross. It is just chaos, chaos, chaos. It is Ross stress for less. If you are there, shit is not going well. You have a crisis. You need to move. You shot someone. You need a new desk somehow. You need to replace furniture. And you need to wade through just clothes that are on the floor. Just children. Mama! I don't know. Get out of my way. I'm here to buy some fake orchids, you little bitch. I'm at Ross.
Hold on. There's another one. Hold on. Yeah.
I mean, I feel it, but I hate going to somewhere that I don't like messy. I don't like chaos. I don't. So I'm a little picky about where I go shopping at. If it's a little messy, I ain't going there. My girlfriend said, "Jay, meet me at this Ross. I'll meet you in the white neighborhood, Ross. Okay, that Ross is nice." She's like, "Girl, why you?" Cause I don't want to be doing all this. I'm already stressed on spending money already. I'm already got a little stress on spending some money on kids that need something. Okay. I don't want to go. I want to go in there, find what is nice in there, and then get up out of there. I don't want to see things all over the floor. It irritates me.
So I'm not gonna lie. My experience with Ross for Less, it's a little different. There's a mall in my county that I go to. And the thing is, the parking where in that mall is a mall that you go to. Ross has, I like to park outside of the Ross and I'll pass through there. And there's times where I just walk through, after I parked outside, I walk through the Ross entrance. And it's just random. I'll see what jumps out. And I'm not going to lie. There's been a lot of little random stuff that I've picked up at Ross, to the extent that when I go out of town, just as a tradition, if I happen to bump into a Ross, I'll go there. One of the best Ross that I've ever been to, the two best Rosses that I've ever been to, was Boise, Idaho. I was spending a lot of time out there because I was training training one of the officers out there. And then the other one was in Pasadena, California, old Pasadena. I'm talking about official stuff that you didn't even see in sneaker stores, certain clothes that I purchased. So I got to give Ross their due. But I agree. People go through there and tear it up. And then the staff is not fully equipped for them to actually clean up and regulate the areas in a timely fashion. So I can say that. They got to fix it.
Yeah.
Death Major Jovan, what's going on? What's going on? Yes, she said, I've never seen an organized Ross.
See, I ain't the only one. I just choose to talk about
Boise and Pasadena, Boise, Idaho, and Pasadena, California, old time Pasadena. I have to admit, they didn't have stuff on the floor. It was looking clean. It was looking clean over there. It was looking pretty clean. So I do believe that they need to overhaul in an overall fashion their business model, because they are synonymous with a messy ass store. Mm-hmm. But I ain't gonna lie, we still go and dig through all of that shit on the floor to find that stuff to find. I have stuff that I have from Ross. My old lady, before we were in a relationship or anything, we worked together. She was my boss for a couple of years. And I went to the mall. It turned out when we had a Secret Santa, it was a Secret Santa. And I had the boss. I was like, great. So I went to the mall to go get, stuff on her list. And I happened to pass through Ross. And I passed through Ross. And I always pass through the sneaker section just to see what they got over there. And I saw a pair of red Converse. And during that time, I was a Converse guy. I had about 20 pair of Converse, exclusive joints too. And I saw ones that I had never seen. And I got them for her. So I kind of have an emotional relationship to Ross. I always find something I wasn't thinking about getting. But I don't go to Ross when I'm looking for something. I pass through Ross and see what pops up. But not to get too far off the beaten path like we have. Ross, Spirit Airlines, they encompass a specific business model, which is value. In order to, and this is show you about business, Andrea. Mm-hmm. In order to give people value, you have to mitigate costs, which means the cheaper you want to make your prices, then you're going to have to cut off money in certain places. It's just the way it is. You're going to pay the people less. You're going to have less staff, or you're going to have less qualified staff because you're wanting to pay them less. That's a part of socioeconomics. What's cheaper comes with less service. You understand?
I understand that, but what I'm saying is spirit and the community who can afford their prices make it cheaper for them. Why we can't work hand in hand? It's giving your their spirit is giving you something you need, and I'm able to get on a plane and I can afford this ticket. Why we just can't work hand in hand? It benefits us both. But sometimes in our community, you're not looking at it. It's benefiting us both. It's benefiting spirit. It's benefiting us.
Are you willing to pay more?
I don't fly spirit.
So that's what I'm saying. If you were, would you be willing to pay more? If you did fly spirit, would you be willing to pay more in order to help institute these magical changes that you want them to institute?
Yes, I would. If I flew spirit, I would pay a little more. You know why? Because I don't want that riff-raff either. I'm sorry. I work too damn hard. I'm about to be 48 and come January. I work too damn hard to have that riff-raff behind me. You only get one life. I want a little luxury. Now, if I was in my 20s, I probably would be flying spirit. I ain't in my 20s. I'm seasonal now.
You seasonal or you seasoned? Because if you seasonal, that means your ass is only good for 3 months out the year, yo. You may want to retract.
You know what I mean? I'm close to 50. I ain't 50 yet, but I'm close to 50, and I earned that right. What my daddy say all the time? I pay the cost to be the boss. And I'm just saying is I would pay a little more. I mean sometimes you want to what Beyonce say, you want to upgrade. When I was in my 20s, I probably would that be okay with me, but I'm in my 30s and my 40s, and I feel like I'm upgrading. There's levels to this. It's the crowd you get. And when you're grown, you know better. When you're grown, your people that you're kicking it with is grown. See, my friends don't wear bonnets at the airport. Sorry, we cute at the airport.
That's what you say.
That's what I say. None of my girls wear bonnets at the airport. Because if she was my girl, she wouldn't wear a bonnet. Because I would be saying, girl, you lost your mind? We're going to the airport. Girl, we taking pictures. We're going to be seen on the gram. We ain't wearing no bonnet. And if she did, she wouldn't be hanging out with me. See the levels to this, it's class to this. And see, I'm grown. And when you're grown, I got a daughter who's 24. She might wear a bonnet to the airport, but her mama who be 48 ain't wearing one because I'm cute at the airport. Remember, I said I had a couple outfits at the airport I'm changing on. It's class. It's all of that.
You know what's funny?
Mm-hmm.
To me, it's about respect. We dress. Mm-hmm. We dress for what we respect.
Yes.
We dress to go to church because we're going to the house of the Lord. We dress to go to a job interview because we understand that these people could help provide us resources if we submit to their will. We dress for all of these different things that we feel are important. But when I'm in a situation where I'm around a woman that's wearing a bonnet or wearing, her yoga pant, jeggings, and a bonnet, what she's stating is that she's comfortable to be in that environment because she doesn't owe us much respect. So she's going to keep that shit on until she gets around the people that she respects. We don't get to see the hair laid out. We don't get to see her face beat up. We don't get to see her in that wonderful cocktail dress or that wonderful gown. We don't, because we're not worthy of it. She's going to dress up for who she thinks is worthy of the dress up. So that's where I think the respect level comes in.
also, have you heard first impression is always what somebody gonna think of you?
Absolutely.
Okay, so when I go to the airport, when I go to pick up my kids from school, people are looking at me as a mother. That takes precedent. How I walk, how I move. I'm a mother first. And so how I move is I'm going to make sure I represent myself as a mother when I'm wherever I am. And so it's important to me is how I dress, how I move, how I talk to my kids' friends. Even though Becky down the street might be ghetto as hell, I might be home in my bonnet, but when she see Miss Lynch, how you doing? I'm dressed appropriately. And it's one thing is back in the day, we was proud to be dressed right. Back in the day, we was proud. Let me tell you something about Miss Thompson, my mother. Okay, when she had meetings at my school, she comes to the school in a suit. My mother did that. Okay, when she came to see our teacher, she was in a suit. That's what she's supposed to do. It ain't about who got this and who got that and who had all the most money. But when you see my mother and she come represent the family, she looked good in a suit. And all I'm saying is, sister, we want to wear a bonnet to the airport. That's on you. But it says something about you ain't got no home training. Cause that's my first question. Where the mama at?
Where's the mama at? Great
Where the
question.
mama at? They don't ask where the daddy at. They ask where the mama at. That's the first question they ask because they feel like she's the one who's supposed to have that home training. She's the one who's supposed to teach that.
It's interesting. You know, it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to go too far into it. You know, how in certain situations you do, give reckoning to the fact that the traditional fact that the mom is the one that brings the culture and the nurturing to the children.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
In this situation, it's very important. I'm going to talk about it in another show when we handle another topic because it's interesting. You bring that up as the thing, as a responsibility of the mom in certain situations.
But my daddy controls some things too in the house too. Because it was my brothers them. My daddy had a rule about I got 4 brothers. My daddy had a rule is they had to keep their hair cut close. They had to wear a belt with every pair of pants they got on. Now I love my son. He's 23 years old. Sometimes I be like, where your belt at? Mama, why I need a belt? Because you're supposed to have a belt on. I'm still from the old school. Wear a belt. This new school don't want to wear a belt now. I don't know what's wrong with this now. What's going on?
Let me show because this chat is really cooking, and I feel like I'm muting them by not by not showing what they're saying. Coco BX, she said exactly. This episode Denise said this episode is not sponsored by Ross Burlington or TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx been pretty clean. I ain't gonna lie.
I like TJ Maxx.
You know, Burlington, they're clean. It's
Yes.
just everything is mixed up.
Yes, I don't
So
like that.
it's like there's not order, but I go through and flip through just to see any weird, interesting finds. Yes, I always find high-end stuff. Okay.
The check out a lot of things to say tonight. They got a lot of things to say tonight. They on fire tonight over this chat.
They're on fire tonight.
They got a lot to say. I can't Andrea listen, but the topic out. They ready to talk tonight to me.
I see him. Let's see. You got to pay for what you want. And then she said, oh, wait. Excuse me. A Cocoa Box. Cocoa Box. I keep calling it Cocoa Box. That would be an awesome stripper name if I had Cocoa Box. But I'm not a woman, so it would be weird. Pretty weird. I don't care what Spirit Over Us does. I don't use them.
See?
You sound like an elitist.
We're not. We're just choosing to go something else. Go somewhere else.
Vic said, Cap, you don't want to pay for baggage now.
No, I don't. Sorry. I don't pay for baggage.
The best thing I can tell you is this without getting into a whole debate with you about it. You actually do. You actually do pay for baggage.
Okay.
The cost is somehow mitigated. Just like if you have a product, a product you're selling, and you say the cost of the product is $50, right? But then you include shipping and handling in there, so you make the product $70, shipping and handling. What you're doing is mitigating costs into the price of whatever it is. So believe me, because there's staff that actually has to drive those scooters with those 2 trailers behind them, 2 or 3 trailers behind them, to bring them to a plane and load them onto a plane. Also, the mitigated cost of the staff and TSA that they have to pay in order to go and investigate that luggage, and the dogs to sniff to make sure that your plane don't blow up because somebody got grenades in the bottom of the shit. You understand?
Yes,
there's a cost. So me personally, paying for luggage, personally, I don't have a problem paying for luggage.
Me either.
What do you mean you either? You on the damn flight, you with the airline that don't charge luggage.
Yeah,
Because they don't charge luggage.
Everybody don't fly Southwest. They don't fly Southwest to Savannah, Georgia. I had to find American. Okay, so a Delta. So it's Southwest don't go everywhere. It's just hopefully I'll be trying to find Southwest. Dude, I be trying to find Southwest.
Whoa. Yo. Your eyeballs look like they was about to fall out of your head just now, yo. You just scared the shit out of me.
Okay, I be trying to fly Southwest everywhere, but it don't go everywhere. Okay, it is what it is.
Okay, I'll leave.
Now I'll pay, but my luggage is gonna be, and my suitcase is gonna be full with clothes and shoes. So you know, I'm a woman. I might be out here in Georgia. I need a whole entire wardrobe. I don't know where I'm gonna be, where I'm doing.
Yeah, you seem like the kind of person that will go on a trip and then have like 3 outfits set up for the day.
Yes, I am. You never know what you're gonna get into. I'm on vacation.
She ain't like you got that Patti LaBelle or some shit.
But I be acting like I'm Patti LaBelle while I'm on vacation. I got to make sure I'm right. My outfit is right, my shoes right, my makeup is right, my hair is right. It's something about, I'm not gonna let anybody take a bad picture of me. I had to prove every picture you take of me anyway.
Got it. So pretty much what you're saying is that you thirst trapping these ninjas, huh?
I'm not thirst trapping, but you gotta make sure you take a good picture of me. So I gotta make sure my hair, my makeup, and my outfit is right. So what? I'm young. I'm cute. I'm still for the streets too sometimes.
You said you what? You said you what?
So what? I'm still cute and I'm starting being young.
Okay, so you said that young shit when you was calling me old man at the beginning of this show.
I'm not old.
You only about what is it? 24 months, my junior. Stop that.
Okay.
That.
Okay.
Yeah. So hold on, let's show some love to our folks, yo. We'll talk. Ty, what it do, Ty? Mrs. She said, yeah, she in the spot. Thank you for coming through. Who else?
Yes.
Vic, I definitely don't want to pay for luggage.
Yes.
Big Rig Slaps. What's going on, family? What is going on? Just fly first class. Don't make the good Bel Air. Take that bad and bougie attitude over there. Listen.
Because I fly Southwest make me. I heard a man did tell me that, and I was offended. Okay.
Told you what?
A man told. I said I don't fly Spirit. Okay. And he's gonna say, Andrea, everybody ain't bougie as you. I ain't bougie. I'm just choosing to fly what was comfortable for me. If I say I don't fly Spirit, that's my God-given right. Well, I gotta be bougie. When I met you, I was cute. When I met you, I had a swag. When I met you, I was flying Southwest. Now what? What's wrong with that? Because I got a swag and say I don't fly Spirit? I'm grown. I'm over 40. And what? You ain't paying a bill up in here and where I live at. The last time I checked, I pay all the bills. So I pay the cost to be the boss.
So what that means is you kind of proved the point that I was kind of stating to you earlier, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was that at some point when you reach a certain point socioeconomically, it's not just about getting the cheapest option. It's understanding what you have going on and what you're willing to subject yourself to.
Yes. But he hurt my feelings because I did like his ass. Okay, and he's like, Andre, you just bougie. I was like, bougie? Really? I almost cussed his ass out. Tell you the truth, when he said that to me, my first mind was I'm gonna cuss him out. My second mind is I called my girlfriend, and she was like, Dre, don't cuss him out. Maybe he don't know no better. I was like, you know what? You could be right.
I kind of want to talk about one more thing. You know, part of me doesn't want to, but I kind of want to talk about one thing. I want to talk about racial situations. Racial situations. The race card. People utilizing the race card. Do you think that we utilize the race card too much? Or not enough?
I think sometimes we do. I think sometimes we're over, us people are over hypersensitized.
Sensitized.
Yes, sensitized. That everything gotta be racial. I don't think everything's racial. It just could happen. So sometimes I think we should take a step back before we react. And if it is racial, call it what it is. But sometimes it's not. It's just the people. And maybe sometimes, you know what something I learned from my father? Maybe sometimes they just don't know. Because way my father feels and the way Andrea feels is two different levels. I grew up in two different times. He grew up in his time and I grew up in mine.
So when a situation takes place, do you immediately lean to thinking it was a racially motivated situation, or do you look and be real now? Be real now, because you be sending me these clips too.
Yes.
What do you normally lean to? Do you lean to it being a racially motivated situation, or do you lean more to it or trying to find the objectivity within the situation?
Now my first appearances, I look at it, I think it could be racist. But shout out to my boy Victor Freeze. He needs more information. I'm starting to be, I need more information now before I'll call it what it is. So shout out to Vic, because he has gave me that pushback when I bring something to him, and you too. Yeah, you guys need more information. My first instinct is when we should see things or send y'all is this is what it is. But when you guys tell me I need more information, have made me go back and relook at it. And actually, I probably look at it more than one time now, 4 or 5 times.
I like that. Thank you. I like that. It makes sense. You know, it's not me or Vic trying to change your mind or it's just us showing you another perspective of thinking that may potentially, if you put those lenses on, it may potentially change your opinion. It may not, but it gives you the opportunity to. So
actually, to me, it has helped me better to be a better. I'm not saying reporter, but be a better of understanding if I'm bringing a story to somebody. I want to get all the facts right.
all right. So oh damn, my cousin don't even type this much. Let me see what he said. Right. He said thought he was out of control. Oh, yeah, I don't know how he got his settings. Whenever my cousin comes into our streams, he'll be all the way behind. So right now, but I love cuz he's not the technical one, but he's showing love. He thought he was out of control. No, if answer, but no need to act the way she did and push up on him like that. Of course, he's going to be aggressive to come back. So you're saying she can act any old way she wants, but it's not okay for him to get his switch to be turned up. Is that what you're saying? Me personally, I would have walked off. Exactly, cuz you would have walked off. And that's what he should have done. Really. That crazy kind of stuff happened to me at my job where the lady was screaming all in my face, her mother pointing all in my face. Only thing I could do was walk away because the rest I would have hit her. Okay. Now, so there you go. All right. Denise said, no shade to people getting flued out on spirit.
No shade. No shade, people. Nothing against you.
Right. Yo, cuz you on delay, so you on delay, you still back at the cost. So we're gonna talk about one of the last videos we're gonna cover is this particular video. Well, when it finishes situating itself. But I want to make sure that we understand that racial situations, a lot of times, they may not be exactly what they're presented to. Sometimes, if someone wants you to feel a certain way, sometimes someone will bring you that news on a certain kind of plate.
Mm-hmm.
I may give you fried chicken or fried shrimp, but I want to make you think it's sushi. I'm serve that shit with chopsticks. Just because it is what it is. So really, we have to be fully engaged and aware of when people are attempting to feed us a motive or feed us a narrative that may not be truly facts. It's important to understand that. Because just like the other folks be on some BS, our folks be on some BS as well. What you think about that?
Yes, I think sometimes us want to get the story out first, but not getting all the facts.
Why is that?
It's a level of competition. So me now, back in the day, that was me. I want to get the story out first for everybody and their mama have it. But I'd rather have all the facts and then put the story out. Because, I got some favorite producers. Like, I got some favorite TV reporters like Anderson Cooper, Dan Rathers, Peter Jennings, Barbara Walters. The greatest ones had waited for all the facts come out.
God damn, you didn't name one black person. You ain't like Ed Bradley.
He was all right.
You don't know who the hell Ed Bradley is. You racist.
He worked for 60 Minutes, didn't he?
Okay.
No, don't talk what you don't know. Don't talk what you don't know. Mm-hmm. And Don Lemon works for CNN.
Okay. I see you.
James Brown worked for CBS. Greg Gumbel, Brian Gumbel works for NBC, and now he's on Real Sports with HBO. And Greg Gumbel was his brother, and he worked at CBS. Don't talk what you don't know.
Oh! Y'all don't underestimate. Don't underestimate the piece to Derek Williams. Don't underestimate the ubiquitous and unambiguous Andrea Lynch, because she'll mix you up every time. So,
told you my favorite reporter is Anderson Cooper. Okay, you know
who his mom is? You know, it's funny. You know who Anderson Cooper's mom is?
His mama is a favorite designer.
Mm-hmm. She was on her name was on the ass of many women in the 80s.
Yes.
There was a lady named Gloria Vanderbilt.
Yes.
You know, and also, of course, he didn't even have to do this. He's doing this news thing for fun. The Vanderbilt family is the Vanderbilt family, and they got that bread. Mm-hmm. You know. But anyway, that was a little bit of trivia.
Yes. Don't underestimate right here, because I watch plenty of news reporters.
Okay. You see that, man? Don't doubt the team, man. Don't doubt the team. So we're going to play this video. This is the last one we're going to do. There was something that took place at a water park in Missouri. All right. Excuse me. It's outside of Kansas City, Missouri, right? It's an area called Lee's Summit. And there was an issue that took place. A family had basically reserved the water park for a private party. And when they arrived, it was a black family. It was black people that arrived. And at some point, the actual person who was in charge of letting them in stated they did not feel comfortable and would not allow them into the park. And it became a racially motivated situation. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play it first, just to get a beat on how you guys feel.
This is probably who we need to. Are you Grace? Yep, I am. We can talk right here. We can talk wherever you want to talk. So you're telling me that you canceled our parties because of what? Because of the outreach that it got on social media. It's not something that LSPR is comfortable hosting.
What do you mean you're not comfortable with? It's a private event.
I understand that, and we reserve the right to cancel any of the parties.
Hold on. So where does it say that you reserve the right to cancel in any of this?
Because we are a public entity, we can cancel any party that we want to.
Where does it say that? So you're going to cancel it right before all these kids coming up here is what you're saying. You're canceling. These kids come to swim. Like, what is the problem? We have security coming. We put a whole lot of money into this. You talking about
you're gonna get
no. We have money outside of what we paid for you. We paid for security to come up here. We got the police.
He's here for me.
No. We have other police officers. No, not him.
Hold on.
Not him.
Our security team is an organization. They contact Lee Summit Police and let them know that the event is happening.
I've been here all day. Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah, they contact me. It's.
We had a.
It's hurtful.
Hey, you locked your doors, right?
Cancel on a kid's birthday party, a private party, because of.
You're not comfortable.
Because you're not comfortable with what are you uncomfortable with?
What are you uncomfortable with?
The outreach.
You seems racist.
No. What outreach?
It's giving racist.
What makes you uncomfortable?
What makes us uncomfortable about all of us?
Talk to me, chat. Talk to me, chat.
The capacity 200, right?
250 people is what we paid for. 250 people is what we paid for.
That's what it is. If it was a large group of white folks walking up, it wouldn't be a problem.
250 people is what we paid for.
I know you don't know, but 250 people. I just want to know why we're uncomfortable.
Why my 250 people can't come? Why are you uncomfortable with 250 kids coming?
Well, can we go process my money?
It's going to take some minutes.
No, I want money today. Oh, no.
No, we didn't have splash bash.
No.
I'm verbally telling you.
No, you verbally told us you can have a party here. You verbally told us you can have a party here.
We're going to talk right here.
Hey.
We're going to talk right here.
You and white?
I'm white.
All right. We can go over there and talk, but we're not going to have the whole group.
It doesn't matter.
I requested that from the beginning.
Deal.
She wanted to stay out here with
you good with that? All right.
Party is canceled, Joe.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't see the only person that I see actually respond to what was on the screen so far is Death Mage Jovan. She stated they already paid. I'm confused. All right.
I was confused too.
So talk to me about it.
I'm confused about. Now I'm listening to the mama and the daddy. Okay. Matter of fact is, see, sometimes us people don't know how to have organization. Sometimes, okay. I'm just being honest. The first thing I seen is my own personal thing. Me, I would have got there at least 45 minutes early before everybody else got there. Just me, because that's what I do. I'm heading this party up as my party. I'm giving to my child. I would have been there before everybody else got there. So if it was an issue, I could have talked to them on privately and don't have all the standbys and they says and we says around here. Okay, that's number one. Number two, I'm confused that I paid all this money for this party. It seemed like to me what she was saying, the Caucasian woman, that they put it on social media and everybody else was coming to this party and they felt like they was going to have some riffraff. That's what I hear.
Okay. Interesting.
That's what I heard.
Okay.
See, I listen to detail now. Shout out to you and Vic. Y'all always say I need more information. Y'all information niggas get on my nerves because I be one of this list, but they was like, I need more details. So I be listening to details now. So I'm listening to what she's saying. And she said social media. So it seemed like the mama and daddy and everybody in their riff-raff family, I'm just being honest, they put it on social media. And so now what she's saying is all this social media and it's gonna be some riff-raff come to this water park. And I don't want that here. Now I could be wrong, my first impression, but that's what I hear. Now we can go step by step, but I'm listening to everything come out of her mouth. And the mama should be calm, cool, and collective. You know why? Because if you're gonna be acting outright and ghetto, okay, she might want to change her mind. But you over here acting a fool, pointing at her, doing this and that. I know you spend your money, but calm down. Because your reaction could be the reason people probably saying, good. No. Just saying.
I like that. So before I reveal some of the facts, right?
Mika said that's that bullshit.
I
get you. But you know what? Sometimes you got to change your approach. Sometimes your hood approach don't work for every situation. Sometimes you need a hood approach, and sometimes you put that Miss Lynch on. Turn that card around. Okay, and what's the problem? Slow your, change the approach to the situation. Because everything ain't gotta be I'm get the hands up in the fair and ready to throw down. Sometimes you gotta change the approach. When you change your approach, people gonna feel a different way. Because obviously she felt like a little threatened. She had a police officer right there with her. Okay, she felt like y'all coming up here.
So in all fairness, they would have had to have police involved in the situation somehow, right? Yeah. There's no question of that. So, let's give them that. Mm-hmm. And it's funny, he said the white girl, right? So let's talk about this. And I went and I did research to figure this thing out because I saw it and it didn't sit well with me to immediately call it a racial thing. So I did a little research. Let me make sure. Mika said, it's BS. You let me in. You took my money. Denise said, confusion is a general consensus. They look like they want to add a security deposit and group 20% gratuity to the bill. Okay. That's what it looks like. So let me do this and provide you guys with some context. All right.
There we go.
All right. So a Missouri water park is facing backlash after a viral video showing the park canceling a Black family's pool party for feeling uncomfortable. The video starts with Chris Evans, the father of the 17-year-old teen the birthday party was for, stopped at the entrance of the water park with a staff member and police officer. Evans is surrounded by roughly 20 black teens waiting to get into the park for his son's birthday party. There is some back and forth between Evans and park staff that is inaudible before Evans is heard asking the staff member, "Because you're uncomfortable?" Summit Waves Aquatic Facility, which is the venue, which is in Lee's Summit, Missouri. Excuse me. Staff said they became aware of social media posts advertising the birthday party, which caused them to cancel the event. So here's the kicker.
Mm-hmm.
Within the contract that was signed, there was specific notations that they were not allowed to charge admission to the venue or to the event, as well as not being allowed to post on social media. They were not allowed to post it on social media. They were not allowed to charge for the event. All right.
Okay.
At some point, the Lee Summit staff stated that about 500 teens eventually arrived at Summit Waves that evening. So
500 teens. Nikki said it probably was 250 kids.
Right.
Now, how you get from 200 to 500? Put it on social media. There it goes right there. Boom.
And listen, if you listen to the video, and you guys could do the rewind to see it, did you notice that somebody said, "So you saying that we're not going to have Splash Blast?" They gave that shit a name. The venue found the invitations on social media. They specifically stated that they cannot put it on social media. And they put it on social media.
So they broke the contract.
So they breached. I'm going to use special words. I'm going to give you new words too, right?
Mm-hmm.
They broke it, but when we talking to them folks, hit them with, they breached it. Breach, right? BREECHING, right? They breached it. That was a breach of the contractual agreement. And given the information that they saw, she was not comfortable. Now, in terms of the statement that the water park gave, they did state that they were going to speak to her in regards to the verbiage that was used. She could have stated, based on the social media, invitations that were placed out there and that it went against the contract, we no longer feel comfortable. The verbiage that she used left it open-ended. It left it too much. It left it to a situation where it gave those folks the impression that the decision was just all hers and all within her head.
True.
I think it was important that she should have given a higher degree of context.
Yes.
To those people she was saying no to.
Yes.
And in that situation, as weird as it is, that may be where the racial insensitivity may have come into place. I can't state that. I can't prove it. But the fact that when you respect somebody and you're going to tell them something that they may not like, you're going to deliver it with a certain degree of sensitivity.
And that's what a water park
That's a display of respect.
Mm-hmm.
So what I do believe was wrong is she did not exhibit enough decorum in terms of her delivery of that rejection.
Yes. And that's what a water park failed at. They should have had
the objection, the rejection was correct. I believe it because I own this shit.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? And I put rules on what's going to take place at my place. And we have a contract drawn up that you signed.
Yes.
Which means that, I have every single right. And I believe that we as a people also have to understand. I talked about this before. about when we put our name to something, that we are held accountable to what we sign our name upon.
That's right.
Your word is your word.
Yeah.
Your name is your name.
And
So,
maybe they should have had a higher manager. If she wasn't equipped to handle that situation, they should have had a higher manager come there that day.
But they don't know. There's a lot of times I don't know if you got a shitty jump shot until you take a bunch of jump shots and miss.
I agree with that.
You get me? So,
but I believe
she may not have been faced with that particular situation.
I believe that too. I believe that too. But when she said, so this why I make a difference to I push back to you. When she said the social media, you don't think some of them other managers knew about this? So my thing is, you got managers. Let's be honest and tell the truth. You got managers who are strong and can convey and conversate and articulate what's going on. She said they should have had somebody who was strong enough and articulate what was supposed to be said to that family.
True.
Maybe she ain't a strong manager.
The thing is, but if you listen, I know you push back, but I kind of answered the pushback. I don't know that you suck at jump shots until you miss a bunch of jump shots. Maybe she hasn't faced that situation before.
I agree. I would agree with that.
So maybe the company didn't know that she lacked a certain level of sensitivity. But remember,
at the end of the day, let's be honest and tell the truth. I don't been a manager before, and I don't had managers before. Okay, your manager knows your weakness because that's what they're supposed to know. And I say this to handle that family, because the way they was acting, okay, you could have had an articulate person or a person who can deliver that no. Because that's what the word it was. The answer was going to be no. You ain't coming up in here a little better. They could have found somebody who can do it better than where she did.
Okay, what would you have said? How would you have delivered the message?
The message. How I would deliver the message.
Wait. Let me just lay this out. Mika Marcel said, "Why wouldn't the venue have reached out via phone or email if they knew they broke the contract terms?" The venue did reach out. They actually reached out 3 days before, and they actually, it was over the course of 2 days that they were reaching out. The parties that booked the venue, and they reached out with information. They emailed as well and called. They did not respond to them. They actually did reach out.
Okay, well they didn't.
They said they didn't get the message, but that they didn't see it. But yes, the venue did reach out to them, Mika. Just to let you know about that. They didn't respond. Excuse me. Fine print and terms and conditions. We don't read them all the time. Anyone read all YouTube terms and conditions? I surely said I did. Well, guess what, Danique? If you go and sign your name to something you don't read, then the responsibility is on you.
That's right.
It's all on you. The person writing the contract, it's not their responsibility to make sure you know how to read or that you choose to read it. The contract is a defined document stating that one party delivers one, another party delivers the other, and that's part of the quid pro quo. And it's written on paper in black and white. It's not your responsibility to make sure that the other person has read the contract that they put their name to, you know?
Your responsibility.
Right. So
I'm asked the question. I would have had that contract that they signed, and I would have been showing them, this is where you signed and where you breached it.
So in the end, when I look at it, honestly, it was a contract that was signed. And what they did was they advertised the event on social media. And it got back to the venue. They asked not to. Police staff had to be called after people started showing up because, of course, the cancellation didn't get out early enough.
And not only you had 250, you had 500 people showed up.
And the whole point of them not wanting it to be on social media was it was not going to be a private event anymore, because you're putting it out to the public on a public platform, which allows people who you're not able to control or you may not even know to be showing up.
Yes.
When you put it on social media, if it's a family thing, it's a family thing. That means that the level of communication is truncated to a specific group of people. You put it on social media, it ends up being open to other folks.
Yes.
It ends up being open to other folks that you may not love and be able to control.
That is true.
They hired not only staff, there was police staff that was there, because of 250 people. The venue had police staff. But watch this. The people throwing the party hired security.
Don't that tell you something?
That tells you that they knew it was going to be a large array of people.
Yep.
It was going to be a lot of people. So in this situation, after I read all of it, yeah, they shouldn't have been let in. I don't believe that it was a racial issue whatsoever. They were able to show and prove that even without knowing the color of the people's skin, the decision to cancel the event took place 72 hours prior.
Yes.
And they attempted to communicate with them to let them know, because you breached the contract by virtue of you doing exactly violating the terms of this agreement. We're canceling your event. Period.
Yep.
Period. Peace, Danique Anthony. Accountability. Thank you for that $5 Super Bowl, my G. Absolutely. Accountability.
It didn't have nothing to do with black people, white people. It was just you breached the contract that you signed.
Absolutely.
And then, if you want to keep it 100, y'all know better. Y'all know better. If it's a birthday party for your 17-year-old child, you think you're gonna put it on social media and everybody, mama ain't gonna want to come to that party? Did you know what she was doing? I could have told y'all that. I could have. That's one-on-one. That's what you don't do.
Well,
it ain't got nothing to do with y'all being black and white. It ain't got nothing to do with y'all being black. It's the water park establishment. You breached the contract. No social media. They probably put it on every platform they had. Their Instagram, their YouTube. They put it on. They probably had it on everywhere to keep kids to see about this party that their 17-year-old son is having.
They're trying to do, like this, that the Sweet 16 joints they would have on on what's it called on MTV. They wanted to make sure, and I understand you want to have a big blast for your kid. It's okay, but at some point, understand that you got to pay for certain things, and you have to understand that business is business. Yes. And if you're willing to look like, that you're balling out and creating a baller event, then guess what? Get the right venue and pay.
Yes.
Pay the baller prices so that you can have as much control as you want. Pay what you need to pay to organize the situation so that you can do whatever it is that you want to do. You can't get over.
And don't be rolling your camera saying it's a racial thing, it's a black thing. I thought he would be killing me with doing that. And then you misleading the audience with that video. You misleading the audience who's watching it. Because the many black people say, "Oh, it was racist to me." Where? And that's where we need to say we need more information. Shout out to Victor Freeze and Chef Choupino. We need more information now. I don't just watch a video and say, my girlfriend sent me something like, Trey, look at this. I need some more information. I want the whole story, not the half story, and not somebody else's thinking story. I want the whole entire story. Because I don't want to be that person that gotta retract something.
Exactly. So we kind of went in tonight, man. We talked about some interesting stories. And of course, you know, I won't say that I always have a rabbit hole, but I always have an overarching thought. And what I believe that overarching thought is for tonight was how we view situations and how much of our heart and mind desires us or forces us to look for contextual clues or contextual clarifiers, as I call them. The context makes a big difference. I'm a Black person. Andrea is a Black person. We are Black people. And we understand the oppression and all of the things that has happened to us. But I do feel as though we further victimize ourselves when we choose to automatically apply racism or racist ideology to regular old stuff that happens. Or when we're wrong. When we're wrong. We got to stop doing that. Needs more information is actually an option on the SATs. It's actually an option on the SATs. We need to start doing more of what Vic says. Peace to Victor Freed music. It needs more information before we go and put our heart, forget our mind, because the heart can overpower the mind. Before we put our heart on the line into a certain situation and we put our pain on the line, our pain as a people, in a situation where it was just somebody breached a contract, financial contract, be it the water park, a social contract, be it what took place at the airport. Sometimes you got to be able to say that you're wrong. And when somebody tells you that you're wrong, it doesn't have to be that they don't like Black people. You have to be able to understand that you just might be wrong. That's all I got.
That's so true. And you know what? Vic used to make me so mad when he said that shit to me. You know what? I got to go. You get on my nerve. But he was like, Dre, I need more information. He used to irritate my soul with that information. I was like, if I hear that again, I'm going to scream. But he used to get on my damn nerves. But shout out to Victor Freeze, my friend, because he always said, Dre, I need more information. I was like, if I hear that from you, I'm going to hit you upside your head with that information. But I appreciate that about him because now I am at the person saying the same damn thing. I need more information before I put something out. But I appreciate that about him because he making me make sure I get the whole entire story. I appreciate it about him. But I ain't gonna lie, I used to hate when he used to say that shit to me. I need more information. I'm like, why? Why do you need so much information? Gracious. But I understand now.
All right. So before I let the world know, or before you let the world know what makes you a wonderful and unique soul within this universe, my old lady, she wanted to tell y'all about how much she loves me, and she did a video. So I'm just gonna let y'all see it, show what's going on in the Chef Choupino household. You guys never seen her, but it's my wifey Jasmine, and here you go.
Jasmine, thank you so much for being on the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Now, I know you're a submissive wife.
Absolutely.
Now, what does that mean exactly? What do you do?
Everything.
What does that mean? What is everything?
I do everything for my man.
Okay.
It's a pleasure for me. I pack his bags.
Okay.
I unpack his bags. I cook for him.
Okay.
I wash his body. I don't only wash his clothes, I wash his body. Okay. Hospital style every night. He doesn't even get in the shower. It's too dangerous.
Is he sick?
I lay a big old long bedpan and I wash him with soap and water every night.
Is he incapable?
He doesn't pee on his own. He has a catheter that goes to my bladder and I pee for him.
Is that healthy?
That too,
Sometimes I do
baby.
little tests on the pee to make sure he's still healthy because I don't need my man spending time wasting
That's my
time
baby.
peeing on his own.
Okay.
He doesn't even take a poop on his own. He poops into my hands.
Oh, no.
I inspect it. Then I use it for fertilizer in our garden and I come back and he stays in the bent position while I run to the back house and I run back and I wipe his ass for him.
That's gross.
Okay, because a true submissive woman doesn't have a man who wipes his own ass.
Okay,
no,
I don't
no. Why would I do that?
I don't think I want to be that.
I breathe for my man. We
What?
have a special breathing machine at night.
What the
We
hell?
hook it up to his lungs and my lungs. I almost die every night making sure that he can breathe.
Risking your life?
Because I don't need his lungs doing no work. I need his lungs to work and make money, and that's it. That's all he needs to do.
Are you okay?
And I almost die every night making sure that he can breathe. I pay his child support.
Are you mad?
Because I don't need him worrying. I communicate with all of his baby mothers paying his child support. You know why?
How many phones do you
Because
have?
I want my man to be free.
Oh.
And you know what I would do? I would sacrifice my own everything, my breath. Yeah, my sanity.
You need help.
I'm
You
not
have.
crying right now. These are tears of strength.
Okay.
Don't you laugh at my woman, goddammit.
Don't
you disrespect her. You need to learn. I ain't wiped my ass in 4 years.
If she wants to do that for you, more power to her. If I like it, you like it, I love it. Okay, but that's not what I am not gonna do. Okay, that's not.
And that's why they wanting to let your ass into the motherfucking water park.
Okay.
How about that? I'm just asking questions.
She doing too much. She doing too much. Just a
Judge me, Mage. It's not nasty to me. I haven't. Listen. See, y'all now. What you calling her? Pick me? What are you saying? Y'all just because y'all not willing to do what she is willing to do. Oh, but not she beat me. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
No, thank you. Okay, it's something you can do on your own. Okay, it's some things you can do on your own. Okay, I'm just saying. Good gracious.
See? I must listen, man. Peace to KS Kevin Samuels. Let me say this right. Let me no.
He didn't say all that. He did not. Kevin Samuels did not say all that. Okay, being submissive. Come on now. We gonna do some more Kevin Samuels, but he didn't say
no. Peace to Kevin Samuels. Okay. That you got to be submissive. You got to pay my child support. Breathe for it. Do everything. Not everything, but everything. Yeah. We the king. Do it all.
Okay, you know.
Yo, they said they're not gonna call the wifey a pick me. He said they're gonna call her a wipe me.
For real, she's doing too much.
And Def May said, no, I'm calling her a pickup poo.
Okay, for real.
Yo.
You know, I got something to tell you.
Yeah, but listen, we talked about a woman, giving service to a man. We got to also show how the brothers, we have to serve our women. If we want them, if we need them, it's important that we also participate within their health.
About creating awareness. Cancer in the early stages is not painful. So it is not easy for a person to know they've got cancer. That is why I encourage men to suck those titties, and I encourage women. Is it embarrassing? You don't suck a titty. What do you suck? You've got to suck something. What do you suck?
Why do you suck?
You know what? Shout out to my grandson. My daughter is having a baby.
Did he drop yet?
No, he coming. But you know what?
Okay.
Let's say this. She was on the phone. She called me, says, Mom, I was on the phone with my dad. And I asked my dad what's the proudest moment he had in his life. He said, me and your brother. And he said, being married. And my daughter says, to wife number 1, wife number 2. He said, both wife. I was like, for real? I was like, she was like, Mom, Dad still love you. And I was like, it made me feel like, damn, in all this come full circle. It is what it is. I'm happy. I'm at peace. I'm about to be a grandma. And the most proudest moments of my life of Veronica and Quentin. So I say this. I say it all. The sacrifice, the lessons I have learned. It wouldn't be Andrea Lynch if it wasn't Veronica and Ronnie Lynch and Quentin Lynch. I am in my proudest moment today. I'm happy. I'm secure. I'm at peace.
Damn, yo.
Mm-hmm.
You can't still, man. You see, you understand the assignment, homie.
Yes.
You understand the assignment. When I say the assignment, I'm talking about what we do on this channel. You know, a lot of it has to be, for me, it's not just about talking certain platitudes and just feelings. A lot of it is about sharing feelings. It's about sharing and not being afraid to broach or encroach on emotional topics, So the fact that you're able to bring that to the table, that's why people rock with you, man. That's why people rock with you, because you were able to come to the table, and you just able to come to the table. That's the rapper in me, pardon the rhyme. But the fact that you were able to come to the table with a set of thoughts that were so stable, it speaks volumes. It speaks volumes, In terms of your growth on this YouTube thing, it doesn't. Me and Vic, or Vic and I, all we're doing is understanding your communication part of me, understanding your level of communication and understanding where you come from. And we don't judge you, we try to figure out where you're coming from, and we understand. Different folks articulate within different fashions. So it is what it is, but we rock with you. Yes. So
it made me proud. Not to say I needed his approval, but when he said both of my marriages have taught me something. And it wouldn't be Veronica and Quentin without him. We got 2 beautiful children. We're about to have a grandson. Life is fucking good. And
that was feeling right there. Go ahead, say that shit again, yo.
Life is good. My grandson is bridging the gap of the peace. And I didn't think about it until she told me today. My grandson is finally bridging the gap with peace in the family.
Beautiful. You care to tell them about the, before we shut it down, you care to tell them about the the Kevin thing?
Yeah, I talked to my ex-husband, and he was talking to the kids, and he was like, y'all watch KS? I said, huh? He was like, Kevin Samuels. I said, you watch Kevin Samuels? He was like, yeah. He was like, you don't watch Kevin Samuels? I said, you watch Kevin Samuels? I said, Lord have mercy. I can't believe you watch Kevin Samuels. And he was just telling my kids, I watch Kevin Samuels. I watch him all the time. I said, Lord have mercy.
Now, watch this. And for me, it was really entertaining because I want y'all to think about it. If you watch the shows that we have on, Andrea already had discussed her separation from Ronnie. You know what I mean? If you ever see this, Ronnie, peace and love. But she talked about the relationship they had and everything, right? And he left, you know. But what was so ill about it was he's enjoying content from a sector in YouTube that Andrea is a powerhouse in. And he has no clue. He's like, oh, you know about Kevin Samuels? He don't know that she has great phone numbers and communicates with people that have gotten to actually touch Kevin Samuels. She's a feminine force within this realm that Kevin Samuels was a part of. The algorithm just hasn't snatched his ass over to see his ex-wife on these different streams. But it's probably the first one is going to be the one where we allowed her to see the Kevin Samuels Average at Best video that she had never seen. So stay tuned. This is going to be interesting. Everybody that I know is interesting, real talk. So stay tuned. We'll be coming back. We'll be coming back with something. So before we shut this down, I'm going to send out a special love because remember, I'm not going to play the commercials again, but I do have a line out of shoes, fine, handcrafted, not just stamped out by a random machine, handcrafted by master shoemakers within Italy, in a town called Lemache, Italy, which is in an area they call the Shoe Valley. I partnered with a company where you can have high-end Italian-made handcrafted shoes shipped directly to you. And it's a labor of love for me. The sales have been doing pretty decent. It's a capsule collection. There's 2 lines in there, and they both encompass my favorite color, which is purple. All right. And the beauty of it is someone actually who's known on YouTube went and purchased the shoes, and they stated something about it. So we're going to give it a play.
Hey, shout out to Chef Choupino. This is TJ. Thank you for stopping by. Yes, you see the baby seat because I'm on GMA duty. I just got my Zaire I can't pronounce it. Guillaume. I'm not sure. However, I just got it today. Shout out Chef Choupino. I can't wait to wear them. And I have the perfect outfit that's going to work with it. Yerp. Yerp.
So, when somebody hit you with the yerp, that means that they really feeling it. But these are the Zaire Guillaume. All right. These are size 13, and I got a big ass foot, y'all. All right. Ladies, get your head out the gutter. But anyway, Zaire Guillaume's.
Fancy.
And these are the shoes. These are the Zaire Guillaume's. I also have another pair that I'm going to show right now because I have to do this. I don't do it enough. I'm going to show you the Maison Choupinos. These are the flagship. These are the actual ones that the line is named after. All right. Purple or violet Italian leather with red suede. Let me see here. Let me get it closer. You see what it says there? Maison Choupino, Italy. These are the shoes. Check them out. Oh, But I wore them already, so okay, there we go. Boom, boom. This is what I'm doing over here. It's a labor of love. Peace, thank you. Peace, love, and light. I appreciate you, TJ, for sending out that love and showing your excitement for the line. And everybody else who's ordered, I want to thank you. For the record also, I have Maison Choupino t-shirts that we're going to be releasing. If you look at some of the videos and stuff on my IG and all of that, you'll see I've already worn them. So they're what you call sneaker match tees, where I made the color coordination aspect fit each of the shoes. So check it out. Andrea.
Think you're fancy now? You fancy? You got shoes, you got shirts, you pop your clout now. You got chef hats. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Shoe designer,
Oh, for the record, y'all, I'm going to be releasing some chef G-strings and thongs, and it's gonna be called Chef in Your Ass. All right. So stay tuned. Chef in Your Ass.
It's hilarious.
All right. Right up in the crack. All right. So yo, I'm gonna hit you with the full screen, woman. Let these mofos know what makes you a wonderful and unique soul within this universe, please.
What makes you unique soul? I'm just Andrea Lynch from Sacramento, California. Want to give my opinion, want to be heard. And I pretty much got something to say anyway. That's pretty much it. But what makes me a unique soul is to hang out with Chef and Vic, because they make me better when I make them better. And if we make each other better, it's called the team. And I love being on the team. I've always been a team player. So come back tomorrow morning, because Chef Choupino got a show called 2 Cups and a Chef, or 1 Cup. I don't know. I'm not saying it wrong. But come back tomorrow.
Chef, 2 cups.
1 chef, 2 cups. Come back tomorrow. We got his show to do, okay? So come on back. Have some fun. Let's have a vibe. You know he going to be in his robe and his T-shirt tomorrow, okay? So come on back and we can have some fun tomorrow. I love you guys. Y'all have a good night. Thank you.
Yes. 1 chef, 2 cups. The way that show works is, I have big coffee cups. It's just me, 1 chef. And the length of the show is how long it takes me to finish 2 cups of coffee. Normally we vibe with some music. Sometimes we'll talk a little stuff. But because it's so early in my particular day, it could be a hodgepodge. So stay tuned. And yes, I'm going to be in a robe. I don't know if I'm going to be cool booty beneath it. I don't know. And it depends on the humidity levels. But yo, 3 hours, 11 minutes, and 45 seconds in, we did that thing. Thank each and every one of y'all for joining. I thank each and every one of you for being a part of this garden here and being consistent. The only thing that I beg of you, and I don't always beg, the only thing I beg of you is, please don't be selfish, man. If you feel this means something to you, send it to your friends, send it to your cousins, send it to your Facebook, send it to your mama. Your mama need a laugh too, man. You know what I'm saying? So I thank each and every one of you for leaving. Jesus, for showing up. I thank each and every one of y'all for showing up. But before I let you leave, you understand how we let you leave. We don't just send you into the streets. We let you out into the environment in a specific way. And I just ask, can someone who's a part of this garden type into the chat to let these folks know how we release you out into the environment, please? I'm going nowhere until I see somebody let me know. Thank you, Mika Marcel. She said, vibing. It's been a beautiful night. Great topics. I love y'all. I really, really do. I ain't gonna get emotional, but I really do. It's people I want to sit and listen to a long-winded ass dude talk his talk and share his thoughts. So I appreciate you. I appreciate the vibes that you bring to me. And I'm gonna send them back to you. Chef out. Let's go.
Club phone jump, it's the weekend. Dream come true with the big friends. Hitting on doors, that's a defense. Rolling with all, that's that offense. It me change, you let me peach. With a bull shaking to my maybe drop pins. So they don't buy, and I say, so they don't buy, you the kid play, baby, tell me what you want. Julian, I know you need fun. Ever since remember we been knocking at the door. Y'all been moving paper, we be running up the school. Never for that pillar, we was sleeping on the floor. West side Africa, you know the shit ain't wrong. I don't care what they say. We don't care. Driving all night long. I don't care what they say. We don't care.
Vibing, baby. Come roll with me. As times relax, my mind's relax. I got now from who got next. Here's my number, just send a text. You got a man and she responds, nah. Okay, sure enough. I'ma let you go, don't wanna hold you up. I'ma call your phone when I put it up. Whoever let you go must be dumb as fuck. Wait for. Girl, you so fine, I pay for. Fly you first class to the lake for. Body so blessed, I pray for. Body so blessed, I pray for. Because I don't care what you say.
I don't care what they say. We don't care. Vibing, driving all night long. I don't care what they say. We don't care. Vibing, driving all night long.
My nigga, I killed it. Night long. This the part where you get your girl, nigga. Make sure she focus, nigga. Make sure you focus, nigga. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, hit it.
I don't care what they say. We don't care. Vibing, driving all night long. I don't care what they say. We don't care. Vibing, driving all night long. I don't care what they say. We don't care. Vibing, driving all night long. I don't care what they say. We don't care.
That's a hit for your ass, nigga. Hit for your ass, nigga.
Saturday night, we killed the game. Keep coming back through to see if it's the same. That rhyme. We out.